All right, we're live. I think we are live. We are live. Oh my god, I had to move the camera around because I was using it yesterday. So if you're watching in the future, fast forward just a little. Should be good to go. 22. What up? What up, everybody? 22, 22. Hello. What's going on, everybody? All right. So, like I said, those watching in the future, put in half future so I know that you're watching in the future. But today, we're going to talk about a lot of things. I would love to hear from all of you. Let me know what's going on in your market, your local market. And lots of news has been coming out. See some things going up, some things saying stagnant, some things going down, blah, 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 blah. We'll talk about all that. Happy Juneteenth. Yeah, happy Juneteenth, buddy. Hello, everybody. 22. Let me know how you guys found us. Was it through, where'd you get the notification? Was it just YouTube? Was it Instagram? Or was it my Discord? If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You're crazy. Have fun watching all those Juneteenth fireworks. Do they do fireworks? I didn't know that. And singing the Juneteenth carols around. Discord, nice. Cardboard Wealth. Discord says Chief Pokemon. Discord, Pokeplant. Yeah, I'm telling you. Discord's where it's at, y'all. Discord's where it's at. So, wow, a lot of people coming in from Discord. Look at this. Oh my God. Appreciate y'all, man. So, first things first. I submitted my first ever card to PCG. So that's premium cards. What is it? PCG. Premium cards. What's the G? PCG. Hold on. I'm not sponsored by them at all or anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Premier Card Grading. I messed that up. Premier Card Grading. So I submitted my first order. I just wanted to support Rudy. And hey, been watching him a long time. You got to support the people you watch on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Or a weekly basis. I wish it was daily basis for Rudy, but he doesn't make enough content, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, come on. How am I going to watch somebody and not support them? You know, like, I don't know. I've never been that kind of guy. I don't mind. I'm always that kind of guy. Like, if I can get something for a little cheaper, but my friend's starting a company, I'm going to support my friend. You know, I've just always been that kind of guy. I do that with a lot of people when they start new projects. I'll support them. You know, I don't mind. So, middle of the day stream, my man Mason. I was literally look at this. Look at this. Hold up, hold up. Let's see if it pops up. I might have closed my thing. Let me see. Look at that. I was just watching your video, brother. Cardinal Game. I didn't finish it yet. I had to go live real quick. Look at that. I didn't finish it just yet, but make sure y'all check out Mason or Cardinal Gaming, man. Yeah, support him. Support the OGs, man. Who live streams during crackhead hours? Hey, brother, everybody's off. It's a holiday. What's up? So, anyways, submitted my first ever card to PCG. Personally, I don't think it's going to 10, which sucks because now if I could have done it again, I would have picked the card that would probably 10 or pristine 10, or that I hope would 10, we should say, because I want to see the gold plated thing. They did say there's like, if you get the pristine, you get a gold plated, like cool looking thing. So I should have done that, man. And so I did do Express, which was like $50, and I used discount code PSA sucks. So I got like $5 off or 5%. I don't know. It was something like that. And then I had to pay shipping. So I think in total, don't quote me, I'll do a video on it eventually when I get the card back, probably like $65, which is pretty good. 7 to 10 business day turnaround from when they get it. So, well, they'll at least send it out allegedly. So we'll see, man. But most importantly, I don't care. You know, I hear a lot of comments like, you know, it's not gonna be worth anything. It's not, I'm not doing it for that. You know, I like Rudy. I like what he's doing. I mean, PSA does suck. Are we ever going to overtake PSA? I mean, I don't know about all that, but you know, at the same time, I like supporting people who do good things. So that's really what it comes down to. I don't care about the money. Not in that situation, anyways. Today's a holiday. Yeah, today's a holiday. I watched the World Cup yesterday. Korea lost. Really sad about that. You selling the slabs on your site? Probably not. I don't know if anybody would buy them. I don't know. Like I said, it's not about the money. We'll see. I just want to do a video on it, support them. 22 caveman. Real friends support real friends business. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Well, not that Rudy and I are friends, because I don't know Rudy. So maybe that's a bad example. I support the people I watch. We'll say that. Anyways, so I've been noticing a lot of things are starting to move. Trying to figure out how much of this is manipulation, how much of this is real, how much, you know, it's tough, man. It's tough to find because you see a lot of hype, you see a lot of news about it. Hey, this thing's mooning, this thing just shut up, whatever amount of money, blah, blah, blah. And then I do a little research into it. And a lot of them I'm like, man, it's kind of all a lie, or So I'm just trying to figure out, what really is moving, what is not. I'll just type in a couple things here for all of you, and let's check it out. So let me know what your guys' input is. One thing I've been really watching, and we'll look at it in just a minute, is Evolving Skies booster box. I want to start with that. How about that? I want to know, is this going to move up at all? It was 2,700 recently. Looks like it's come down potentially a little bit. Let's see. So the cheapest you can get it without pictures, man. I can't imagine buying this off TCG with no pictures, bro. That's scary. $2,500 on something you don't know the condition of. You don't know anything about that. Screw that, bro. I would pay for some good photos and stuff. Hell no. Wow, that is super faded for 2,500. I have one of all these guys that got a couple Pokeballs that are a little faded. That is like 100% faded. Okay, on top it's not as bad. Yeah, I don't know if it's just pictures or this thing is just so old. It looks, I mean, the box condition's good. Pokeballs are definitely seen better days, but hey, it's old, it's outdated. I get it. Let's see, case fresh. Oh, careful with the case fresh word. I've got a lot of case fresh things and they were not fresh. They might have come out of it, but they were not fresh. Nice. Okay. So Black Bolt. First one we're going to talk about today. You guys know me. Love Black Bolt White Flare. Ever since the day it came out. Such a great set. Incredible set. Love this set to death. It is moving, bro. If you haven't been paying attention, I just put 4 of these on the site and 4 white flares on the site. I paid strong on them. So I had to put them for market. It is what it is. Just put them on the site yesterday. Really mooning, man. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, 173 right now is market. Let's see the cheapest you can get it from a named seller. Cheapest, wow. Cheapest you can get these from a Orange Star is $195. Oh my Lord. It went up again. Jesus. $195 for Black Bolt. Last sold 173. Last sold before that was 170. But those are all bought up. There's none in the 170s or 180s anymore. So if you want this, you are going to have to pay, what did we say? 195. That's the cheapest you can get on TCG. Jeez. Great set. Love it to death. Let me know if you guys are buying that. That's a lot, man. That's a lot of money. Damn, 195. I don't know. I don't love it at that price, but I love the set. White Flare, a lot cheaper. That's significantly cheaper. My goodness, up 52.73%. My God. Just in the last month, up 18%. Holy shit. Crazy gains. And the cheapest you can get this, 49, 154. 154 right now. Cheapest you'll be able to buy it. So let's see. Last sold 140, 138, 135. Yeah, but they bought them all. There's just none that exist. None exist anymore. Black Bolt White Flare, man, it's really hard to find these. It is. Like, even if we look at the case, man, so difficult to find the cases. Have you guys ever looked? Wow. Yeah, 1950. Let's see. This is such a difficult one. Like, at this point, you might as well just buy the case, honestly. And let's see. Has anybody bought any of these? Okay. Last sold 1,700, 1,700, 1,700. But when the regular ATB's shooting for 180, 190, I mean, you might as well just buy the damn case at that point if you're going to buy it. 10 loose ones. Holy shit. Look at this. 10 loose ones for 1,900. That's crazy work. I wonder if that's a random box or you at least get the Black Bolt box. So cheapest you can get sealed, allegedly anyways, is almost 2,000, bro. 1,965. That's the cheapest you can get it. And you get no photos. And you still have to pay tax. Yeah. Oh, man, that's rough. That's a rough one for sure. Black Bolt, love it to death. White Flare, love it to death. I would be wanting some pictures if I'm spending 2 G's, but that's just me. Pack of Prismatic. Let's look into this if this is real. 1721. Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, a lot of people telling you these are $17, $18 packs. If you look into it, it's really not. You can buy, let's see, if you buy 3 or more, you can get them for $15.42. So, and then $15.45. So, but it is safe to say that Prismatic is a little over $15 a pack, which is rather expensive. Rather expensive. Let me see if I still have these in stock. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of these. I just took most of them off the store. I have like 15 left, but nobody wanted them for whatever reason. I just don't know. I don't understand. Why would you buy loose packs for over $15? You can get sealed product for $10 a pack. Or I'm sorry, $15 a pack, but it's sealed. The people on TCG are going to be selling you shit that's weighed. I don't get it, but hey, to each their own. To each their own. I don't understand why people are buying these. This doesn't make sense to me. Just freaking get the sealed product. It's cheaper. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even. It's cheaper and it's not weighed. I don't get it. But hey, I'm not here to debate that. Prismatic ETBs sitting nice. Wow, look at that. Last sold 188, 190, 186, 186. Yeah, these are moving, man. Let's see the truth, though. Let's see. It looks like it's actually real this time. Cheapest you can get from a named seller is $190. My God, Prismatic making the move for 200 once again. Man, let me know if you guys ended up buying any. You know me, I bought like 25. Was it 30 cases? I don't remember. I bought a whole bunch of Prismatic. It is just too cheap. At this point, you might as well just buy the sealed case if you're on the market. Considering it's the same price, right? Like, why would you buy 10 loose ones for 190 when you can get a sealed case for 1920? Yeah, at that point. I'm not saying you should go buy these things. I'm just saying if you're going to buy them, you might as well just buy a case. So all I'm seeing right now is only a fool's buying a bunch of loose ones. Now, to be fair, it doesn't look like a lot of these are selling. Last sold yesterday for 1,800 with a dented box. Let's see. Oh, where's the dent? That's a good looking box. Where's the dent? That? Really? I'll tell you what, I appreciate the transparency. I would not discount for that. Fuck no. Would you guys discount for this little thing? Hell no. There's nothing wrong with that. That? Oh, hell no. There's nothing wrong with that box. That box is good. Oh, that's a good looking box, man. I appreciate them being honest about it, though, you know? I appreciate them saying, hey, look out for the dent. That is no problem. I get boxes like that all the time. I would have no issue buying a box like that. Personally, let me know if you guys would. It's kind of crazy if we're like trying to get a perfect sealed case box too. Like, I don't know. But yeah, if it was me and I was interested in this, I would just buy the cases. Personally, do what you think's best for you if you're going to end up buying those. Where's the dent? That's what I'm saying. There was a baby dent. There was a baby microscopic dent. Yeah. Okay, Ascended Heroes. ETB. Let's see. I see a lot of people talking about this one, about don't buy. Let me know if you guys are buying this one or not. Last sold 200, then 180. I got a feeling there's a little bit of manipulation. Let's see. I really wish TCG would just ban all these people or put them in a different category. So cheapest you can get is 180. No picture though. So to be fair, yeah, probably what's happening. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. You'll have a lot of these for 180, 190, 185. People will just come down here, right, to manipulate the market. They'll go to page 3, to go to page 4, whatever it is. Let's see. Let's look for a 190. About here, right? They'll come over here and they'll just buy one of these for 190, even though you get it for cheaper. So that way everybody talks about it. They say, hey, look at the last sold. It was $200, just like this one. And now everybody starts to think, wait a minute, this is a $200 ETB, right? So manipulation, it's not very expensive to do, especially if you have 50 of these, 100 of these, you buy one for 200 and now everybody suddenly thinks it's 200. I get why people do it. Kind of dumb, but people do it. Makes sense. And it works. You get a lot of people talking about it, bro. You just spend a couple $100 and you get a ton of people doing that. So, yo, DJ, let's go. Look at what happened to Mega UPC. There's a huge buyout. Oh, I heard about that yesterday. Let's look at that. Mega UPC. Let's see. I think I got a beat up one on the store. It's not even that beat up. It's got 2 tears. Wow. Oh, shit. 260. Oh, shit. Let's see if that's real. Oh, shit. 280. Oh, I didn't take that one off the store. Oh, God. Okay, this one's definitely fake. 350. Yeah, there's manipulation for sure. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit for 350. Now, 250, 260, I could see. 350? Ah, hell no. Yeah, manipulation. See, look, it works. Somebody just talked about it. All right, so I can see cheapest available 290. Let's check one page back. No, I take that back. 265. Yeah. So that's just pure manipulation, right? Considering you can buy 3 of them right now for 265, which is a lot. It's a lot of money. And then you can buy them for 275. Yeah, somebody's just going over here, manipulating the market, going to page 5 and just buying one of these. They might be buying themselves on a different account. They might be buying their friends. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but it's obviously being manipulated. But like I said, cheapest you can get them is 265 now. Is this an all-time high? Wow. It's technically not an all-time high. I don't like to count pre-sales personally. So in my opinion, it's an all-time high. And, you know, pre-sales are just stupid. I don't count those. So really I'm looking at like this. This is like the last 6 months. This has been a great performer. Wow. Up 84%. Wow. Yeah. UPC's been really good. Let me see what I have that at. It's got 2 tears on it, but fuck, dude, just the pack's in it, you know? Let's see. Let me see. I got it for 225. Oh my god, that's dirt cheap. There's a definitely a little hole right there. This would not be something you would want to keep sealed per se, and there's a tear right there. It's definitely scratched up on the back, but hey, for 225, that's that's $50 under market or whatever, 40, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. That's a steal. Let's see. You should start selling Dragon Ball Z, brother. In my opinion, I won't be buying as in a nah, dude. You know how many people have told me carry this TCG, carry that, and then they don't buy it? Like, get Magic, I'll support you. Oh, get Magic. Nobody supported. Oh, I shouldn't say nobody. Like 2 people bought my Magic. Go to the UPC cases. Okay. Those are kind of hard to find on TCG. UPC case. I still have a couple cases left, actually. Let's do Mega UPC case. Almost 1,000. Nice. What was I selling these for to you guys? I think I sold these at no case premium, right? I was selling these like 750 to 800, I think. Highest I ever sold one before was like 850 at the time. I don't know, 840. $1,000 is the next cheapest. Let's see. Last sold 982. Now this one I understand. This is a sealed case. This makes sense. This makes sense for the premium. 959. So basically $1,000, a little bit under $1,000 for the sealed case. That makes more sense to me than like a bunch of loose ones for 300. That's goofy. That's just pure manipulation. I could see, the sealed case getting a lot better for premium. Just so much better, you know, just so much better to store. Vintage hollows are still slept on. I recommend people picking up a few hollows while price. Oh, by the way, did you guys see yesterday on my Instagram or in my Discord? I got a huge grail. Did everybody see that? Type 22 if you did. 33 if you did not. Let's see if I can find it. Hopefully it didn't expire yet. I know it expires every 24 hours. I think it expired already. Wait. Oh, nope. Wait. We got it. We got it. There we go. Boom. So I do not recommend you do this. I do not recommend you do this. I did this and I got lucky. It is gambling. But I bought a $500 pack off Nostalgianomics and I got the XY Breakpoint Gyarados secret rare. Isn't that awesome? And so that's valued at $3,255 according to their website. So, are you always going to get lucky like me? Hell no. But I sure did. I hit the lottery. Yeah, dude. So it's a beautiful card. Raw, it's not worth as much. The pop that I got a 10 though. So it's worth over $3,000. It's a low pop or fairly low pop. It's like 1,500 pop. So pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it's nothing so crazy, but beautiful card. You got Greninja on there. Of course, you got the Gyarados. Damn, what's this Pokemon called? I don't even remember that one, but whatever. Beautiful card. I really only care about the Gyarados. The Greninja is just a cool addition, but awesome card. Fairly lowish pop, 1,500 pop. I can't complain. Yeah, and so like I said, it was a $500 buy-in, and I could have got like $250 worth of card on the mystery slab. But technically, it's not a mystery slab because it's digital. But yeah, pretty cool, right? I would not buy those things from Nostalgianomics. It smells like a scam a mile away. No, it's not a scam. It's definitely not a scam. Nostalgianomics is definitely not a scammer. I can tell you that confidently. I'm actually waiting for my other one to ship in. So here's the thing. Here's the thing you might not go. And I'm not trying to stick up for Galaxy Grails. I don't know anything about Galaxy Grail. I will tell you this. All the cards are held at the PSA vault. I've already got notified, and it's already shipped to me. Not this new one. I've played the game one other time. And they're held at PSA vault. So there's no way for them to scam you. You understand that, right? It's not like on some random crypto exchange, like at Nostalgianomics' friend's house or something. It's not like that. Like everything is at the PSA vault already. And as soon as you decide that you're ready to take the card, PSA vault ships it to you. So yeah. Again, not defending anything, but I am defending. We got to be clear here. I disagree due to the diligence and purchase cards based on your own wants and needs. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, not a scam, but basically a slot machine. Now, slot machine, you could say yes. However, Again, I'm not sponsored. I have no affiliation with Nostalgianomics or any of these guys. If you open up, and I'm going to be honest here, if you open up a pack, do I have any packs? All right. If you open up this ETB, okay, this ETB, these are ETBs are almost $200. Is that not gambling? Yes or no? So let's say I spend $200 on this, right? The chances of me getting $200 back is what? 20%, 15%. I'd have to hit a huge card, right? There's only 9 packs in here. 9 packs, right? The chances of me making $100 back, just half of my money, I would assume is very small, bro. Super tiny. Probably not even close to 20%, bro. Probably like 5, 10% to even make my money back, right? The good thing about those services compared to opening packs on a rip and ship is you are guaranteed a certain amount of money back minimum, right? So again, don't do it. I'm not saying you should do it, but we have to also be honest with the truth here. If you buy a $200 slab pack, the EV on average is, depending on when you're buying it, if you're buying deeper into it, it goes up. It's about I don't know, 90%, 100%. So you're still going to guarantee, capital G, get a graded card back. Guarantee. You get guaranteed nothing when you rip and ship. You guarantee absolutely nothing when you open up packs. You get a middle finger all the time. How many times have you guys opened packs and got nothing? I could tell you, I've done it. I've sat there with my kids and opened up 10 prismatic ETBs and got nothing. Absolutely nothing back, bro. You hear what I just said? Has anybody ever done that? Show of hands. Anybody opened up $5, $6, $7, $1,000 worth of product? I have many times, and got $20 back, $40 back. So we can't say it's a scam. It's arguably better. Arguably, you could argue. I'm not saying it is. You could argue it's better than opening packs, because when you open packs, sometimes you get lottery, and most of the time you get absolutely nothing. With this, you at least walk home with a slab. So, and you can sell it back for 85%, which I get it. I get it. But if it's like a huge card, you can sell it for like 90%. So you always walk away with something back. You do not always walk away from a rip and chip with something back. I can tell you that confidently. If you want to sell it back at 85% marketplace to Galaxy Grail, do you get that back? Grail credits. I don't work. I have no association with these guys. They'll give you 85% for like lower end stuff. So, like I said, I got a slab that was like $200, and I did have to pay shipping, which I think was $12 or something. The good thing is, if you save up a bunch of them, you can ship like 5, 10, 30 cards for $12. I just wanted that one card to just test it. Just saying, if I had to choose between $500 digital rip and $500 black in Vegas, I'm doing the digital rip, because at least I'm guaranteed to get something back. That is true. Yeah, I think the low end, don't quote me. Again, I have no affiliation with these guys. I think the low end for the $500 pack, you're probably going to get back like $250, like on the low end. But anyways, I played the lottery. I played the slots yesterday, and I hit big, bro. Yeah, I was ripping ES mostly. Nice. I opened my only Ascended UTB and luckily got a single IR. Nice, bro. So you went from $180 to what? $5, right? There you go. Hell yeah. See? That's true. Yeah. Yes, you can take your money out when you sell. You can, or you can keep it. You should get them to sponsor you. I don't have the clientele. Yeah, I don't have the clientele, to be honest with you. I think. I mean, you got to think Nostalgianomics got 40,000 subs almost. These days, he's getting about 70 to 80 viewers when he does it, sometimes 60s. So if he's getting 60, 70, 80 viewers, I mean, let's be honest, I'm probably going to get like 20, and then of those 20, how many people are going to support the channel? How many people are, I think I could probably sell some $50 slabs, $30 slabs, or whatever they offer, like the lower tier. But I don't think I have enough whales to consistently buy a $200 slab, a $500 slab. Yeah, I don't think at this stage that I have the clientele, unfortunately. Yeah, no problem, bro. Hey, I made it. What's up, Jabs? The best alt art I pulled from ES was a Deralod. Oh my god, how you say that? Deralud, and oh my god. Weekly lives every Friday? Nah, I don't know, man. I've been live streaming a lot less. I've been live streaming a lot less. Yeah, I need the whales, right? Like, yeah. No, I've been live streaming a lot less, bro. A lot less. It's just I don't feel like it's been as advantageous to my channel as videos are, for me personally. Now, maybe things will change. Maybe it'll become more lucrative to stream in the future for me. But at the moment, it's just not. So it's not as advantageous. I've I've looked at my analytics. So like these days, if you don't get like any donations from ad revenue, I'll probably make like $5. Like sometimes like $3, but usually like $4 or $5 for like a 2-hour stream. So is that really worth it? Like, $2 an hour? Probably not, right? But when I make a video these days, my video's been doing pretty good. I'd say a bad video gets like lower 2,000 views, a good video like 4,000 views. That ends up paying me like $30, right? So like, what would I rather do? Sit in a chair for 2 hours multiple times a week and make $4 or $5, or do what I want, hang out. Well, the kids are gone; they're on vacation. But I can play video games, which I really don't do much of. But whatever. I can pack orders. I can do a 15, 20-minute video and be done for the day on YouTube, and then make 30, $40. You know what I mean? So for me, I've noticed it's just significantly more profitable at the moment. Now, a couple months ago, streaming was far more profitable. So I don't know. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change. But I do like to live stream at least once a week. Um, I don't know, DJ. You sold some Ace Trainer boxes live. I did. Yes, yes. I did for sure. I did for sure. But then it slowed down for me, right? So like when I first had them, we sold them pretty quick, and then as the streams went on for me, I had like less buyers. I had less buyers, so it took me more time as time went on. Like I don't know. See if you can apply for the TCG. I have no interest in TCG player program. I got denied for having low reach, but you probably get it. Affiliate program? Wait. Oh, there's an affiliate program? I don't know, man. Like, I'd have to look into that. What is that? Like, every time you buy something off TCG, I get a percentage? That might be interesting. I only deal with eBay for selling. Really? Why? Why would you want to lose 15%? Damn, dude, that's a lot. It's a lot. Speaking of collections, shit. I need to buy more collections. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. Let's see. Yeah, I need to buy more collections, man. Holy shit. I'll just say the percentage because this is like my number one question. Hey, even though I say this in my videos and live streams, people still ask. I'm buying ETBs, booster boxes, booster bundles, Prismatic SPC. What else is good product? First partners, I would buy at 80%. Everything else, I don't really want. If you really want to offload it to me, again, I don't want it. I'll take it if it helps you. I'll do 77% for the ancillary right now. But I really don't want your ancillary products, to be honest with you. I'm really just shooting for ETBs, booster boxes, booster bundles, prismatic SPCs, first partners, the good stuff. Everything else, honestly, not interested in. And no 151 product. I have zero interest in anything 151. I can't save that shit to save my life. Zero interest. Zero interest. Please, no 151. Unless you're going to give it to me dirt cheap, I have no interest at all. Because it's just going to sit. I'm not interested. But who knows? Maybe in the future, I will be more interested. But at the moment, I am not. I see Crypto Bros doing it on Twitter. What? See if you can apply. Oh, okay. I see. What's up, DJ? You're going to keep buying prismatic ETBs in the 1600 to 1700? Dude, I don't think you can anymore. It already shot up to like 190, 185. Right, we just checked it out. Yeah, prismatic's almost $200 a ETB now. Did you guys know that Lorcana cards are printed in Millennial Group that the Pokemon Company owns? Kind of funny. I've heard about that. I have no confirmation. Only 65 Black Bolt bundles on TCG. Wild. Dude, Black Bolt White Flare, there's just no supply. There really isn't. There's just, I don't know. They just don't make enough. What alternatives do you suggest? I would run your own business, personally. Like I don't know. Is it worth it? Like, I was watching this YouTube video from this guy, really nice quality videos and everything. I can't think of his name. He wears glasses. He's trying to pay off like his Honda Civic or some shit. I don't know. If you guys know what I'm talking about, feel free to share his name. But he's like so adamant about getting his 85%. But I feel like the way he's doing it is just, he's just wasting so much time to get 5%. Like, okay, here's the thing. If you're going to sell for 85%, but it takes you months and gas and effort and time, is that worth 5%? Like, you could just go to me for 80%. You could go to Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles, for 80%. You go to QnA. You can go to Cardinal Gaming for 80%. You know what I mean? And but instead, like this guy, no shade to him. Like, I love the channel. It's a really nice channel. He does great videos, way better than mine. But the amount of effort and time and vending he's doing and like trying to sell on eBay and packing and all, dude, it's months and months of effort to squeeze out 5%. Like, at some point, I would assume your time is worth way more than squeezing out 5%, right? Like, surely most people's time is worth more than just saving 5%. Now, look, here's the thing. If you could go to a show, if you go to one single card show, one, and get it all sold in that one day, and you want to squeeze out an extra 5%, fine, I get that, right? Like, you knew for a fact I could go to this single show this one time. Yes, it's going to waste tons of my effort and hours of my day, and 8 hours each day of the show, 16 hours for 2-day shows, blah, blah, blah. Is it worth it at that point? Probably not. But if you were guaranteed, then fine, squeeze out 5%. But I just can't understand, like, taking months and months and months and effort. And I saw a video of his, again, not hating. I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing. He recently did a show, and it was his worst show ever. And I'm just like, wow, you got to factor that in, right? Like, you're going to multiple shows. You're going to bad shows where shit's not even selling. You're bringing out all this sealed product, all this shit, all this effort to not even sell the shit. Bro, just fucking sell it all to one dude for 80% and then flip it again, buy more, get more, churn and burn instead of like hanging on to like the same product, trying to get maximum value. I don't know. There's only certain people that think like this. And I don't know. It always seems to be the successful people, not me, but like, I'm watching the successful people, bro. And, you hear retrospects, you hear Dan, right? Catch 'em All Collectibles. You hear these guys, they're not worried about getting 20%, 40%, 50% gains. They're not squeezing out every fucking penny they can. They sell the shit real quick, and then they buy more, and they sell it real quick, and then they buy more, and they sell real quick, and they make far more money than just hanging on to this little thing that you got to squeeze out every freaking penny. Like, like imagine like or maybe this is a bad analogy. It's just what's come to my mind. You've got like an orange slice, right? And the smart people, they just put it in the juicer. They get the percentage and move on. They get something new. They get a new orange slice, put it in the juicer, gone. But these other people, they're taking their slice of juice, bro, and they're hand squeezing this thing. Oh, God. And they've already squeezed it all out, but they got to get another couple percentage on. I got to get 85. I got to get 84. And then this piece of juice becomes like a peel. You ever seen like an orange juice peel or an orange juice peel? You ever seen a slice of orange and you've squeezed it out and you've eaten it? Like your kids will like bite into it, but they don't ever eat it. And you're just hanging on to this dead piece of orange. And you're just trying to get another percentage out. And then, you won't even cut ties with it. You're like, no, I'm going to go to another show. I'm going to drive another hour. I'm going to get another hotel. I'm going to stand here for another 8 hours. Brother, what are we doing? Just get the shit done, bro. Just put it in the juicer, get your percentage, keep it moving. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. And it seems like that's what all the successful people do. I don't hear about all the, I'm watching RJ Collectibles. I'm watching all these guys on YouTube, bro. And they're making a couple percentage, right? Couple percent, but they just keep it moving. They just keep churning. They just keep going. I've seen and watched some of those YouTubers that are selling these slabs at these big conventions, bro. They would rather just make $100 on something if it means it keeps moving. If it comes down to it, right? Obviously, shoot for maximum value. I get it. Shoot for maximum value. But if you can't get maximum value, don't like keep trying so hard to put a triangle in a circle. I don't know. That's a long rant. I saw a lot at shows. Sealed 151 doesn't sell. I hear that from everybody. Same experience for me. But I'll sell a good amount of 151 loose packs at $29 a pack. I've been busting open the 151 stuff and selling the packs. Yeah, it's a psychology thing, right? I don't trust I don't trust anything that has God packs or demi packs personally, unless I know the person super well and they got it themselves and they opened it sealed. Like, if I were to buy loose packs of Cardinal Gaming and he told me, hey, this comes from Shield product, I would trust it. If it was QnA and Brian was like, hey, I got all these pin collections, they're too big to ship, or I got all these poster collections, a set of heroes, do you want to buy the packs? I open them myself, I would trust his word. There's certain people I think you can trust their word on, but like a person I don't know at a show, hell no, I don't even know who that is. They might have weighed them all, taken all the demi packs out. Yeah, I don't know. Anything that can be weighable, I'm good on, unless I know the person very well. A lot of people don't realize how valuable time is. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people do not value their time, man. Volume adds up. How do y'all think Wall Street makes money when they scalp trades with algos? Volume is key. Yeah, there's actually a lot of trade bots, which I've never personally used. I know a lot of my friends were doing that. They'll just make a percentage or two, like 1 or 2%, but the bot will run all day and just trade them. Like this is back when crypto was good, right? Kind of sucks now, but they would just get 1%, 2%, 1%, 2%. The bot all day, 1%, 2%, 1% all day, just constantly. And then eventually it adds up to a lot. And you're like, wow, I made $100 that day or made $500 that day, right? You just keep taking base hits. You just keep taking base hits, man. But not everybody thinks like that, bro. A lot of people, a lot of people are going for home runs every time, right? Every time they're up to bat, I got to get maximum value, and they swing and miss, and swing and miss, and just keep swinging and missing. And it's like, brother, just take the base hit. Just take the base, right? Boom, get to the next base, and before you know it, you just got a point for the team. You're the team, I guess. Maybe it's a strong analogy. 22, shout out from Minnesota. Thanks for the live. Well, thank you. It was a random stream. I don't expect a lot of people to be here today. It's not a huge holiday, I think, for everybody. Is that my car? Oh, my car alarm's going off. It wasn't mine. Oh, shit. I'm about to go outside. I was going to bring Greninja with me. I'm really surprised these Greninjas didn't sell better. I'm shocked. I got these like at distro price, bro. I'm shocked these never. I've only sold 2 figurines on my site. I was shocked, bro. I had them things cheap. I've been shows, and some people call me crazy when I sell and trade to vendors at 80, 85%. I bought the cars at 70% when they were 30% cheaper. I took my profits and kept it moving. Yeah, of course, shoot for maximum value, right? If you can sell something for 90%, by all means, do it. But when the reality kicks in, and in that situation that you can't, if you're up, you just keep it moving. We're off today. Nice. At Vanguard. Do you work at Vanguard? Like the exchange? Like this? Hold on. Which Vanguard do you work at? Like the Vanguard? Like investor.vanguard.com? Hold on. Let me see. Is there a different Vanguard? That's the only one popping up. When you say Vanguard, I'm thinking like the big dogs. Yeah, buying from a trusted source is big. I've started, yeah, like, oh, you do? You work at a brokerage firm. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I wanted to do that when I was younger. Well, actually, I had some crazy dreams when I was younger. I was naive and young. I won't even bore you guys with those. I had some crazy dreams. I wanted to have the world's biggest building. I'm not even kidding. I've had 3 God packs hit at my table in the last 7 months, all Japanese. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, like even my Ascended, I have some Ascended Hero packs on there because the condition was too bad, like really bad on the pins or the posters that I bought recently. So I opened them and I just put them on the store, I know there's a lot of people selling packs, a lot, but yeah, definitely who you buy from is very important. And yeah. Oh, we hit 4,000 subs yesterday, by the way. Thank you, everybody. You guys have any questions for me? Q&A. You guys want to say anything? Do me a favor, put a stop sign or 2 question marks or something. Let me know. We'll throw it up on here. We'll throw it up. I opened a pack of Dragon Ball Z for the first time today. Did you guys see that card? It's in my Discord. Link in the description. Shout out to DJ. Love the content. What's your thoughts on the rise of digital gotchas? I don't know what that means. And the effect they're having on the Pokemon market. Digital gotchas. You talking about like Galaxy Grail type stuff? Is that what you're saying? Like that kind of stuff? Like digital rips? Slot machine slabs? I'll tell you what. It is definitely gambling, just like opening a pack of Pokemon is, if that's what you're asking me. I hit big yesterday. I'm not playing the slots no more. I already showed you guys what I got. I got a XY Gyarados super. Was it super rare? Yeah. A GameStop power pack. Oh, don't do GameStop, bro. GameStop is ass, bro. Unless you're selling to them, then you can make a lot of money. No, 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 no. I like to be honest with you, I like the business model Nostalgianomics and them are doing. I mean, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, I sure wouldn't be using GameStop unless you're selling to GameStop. If you're selling to GameStop, you can make a lot of money, apparently. I've had many people come to my booths when I was vending. I vended as recent as 3 weeks ago. And yeah, they'll buy your slab for 88, 90%, and then they'll sell it to GameStop or whoever for more. There's other companies paying more than GameStop, I think. There's some that are paying 110%. So, they don't mind paying 88, 87, 90% because they know they're going to make their 20% margin or whatever, or pretty close, right? So, yeah, they don't mind. Yeah. I wouldn't buy a GameStop power pack. That's not good. But yeah, I think there's better companies than GameStop. GameStop is trash, bro. GameStop is so trash. Again, unless you're selling to them and you're benefiting, that makes a lot of sense. How does that affect the market? I mean, it just makes it so all slabs are expensive. Those companies paying 110% and the normal consumer sell to them? I don't know. I don't know how you apply for that. Maybe, but like I would imagine you have to have a bunch of inventory, right? Like the dude who bought me out at the last show, dude, they're walking around with $500,000 cash, literally. And so like I won't say the exact number because Uncle Sam loves to watch us, but it was definitely over $10,000, we'll say, allegedly. And yeah, he just called up his dude. He was like, "Hey, bring the money." And his friend came over. Huge briefcase of all hundreds, bro. Took out a stack, took out another stack, cash. Went to the next booth, bought the next guy, bro. They're walking around with $500,000 cash money. A team, big teams, bro, walking around. I have a full video on this. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's serious, bro. And they're making crazy money, bro. Like, I saw, because he's kind of local-ish to me. The guy, allegedly, he said he spent $500,000 that weekend. Bought all $500,000. He bought everything. And there's multiple teams like this guy. It wasn't like, oh, there's one team there. No, dude, there's like teams of 4 to 6 and from different companies, and they're taking over the whole place. Now, this was a 650 plus vendor place. So, I mean, millions of dollars. They're between all these teams, spending millions buying out the entire show. I sold all my slabs under $200 for 90%. Isn't that crazy? Shit that nobody would buy, 90%, bro. Because they knew they're going to get 110%. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, it's crazy right now. It's really good if you want to make money, I guess. Kind of helps everybody. The online power packs for GameStop are 1,000% better than the physical ones, but they're still cheeks. Yeah, I would avoid GameStop. Do you think people are buying less Pokemon right now because they're waiting for celebrations? Hey, what's going on, 2K3 family? I think in my experience, this is obviously anecdotal to me in my store. I've got a lot less sales for sealed recently, but I don't think there's any slowdown in Pokemon overall. I think slabs are popping off. I think singles are popping off. I think the sealed product right now is a little slower for sure. There's no denying that, at least for my store and some of the people that I've spoken to. Sealed product's a lot slower right now. The hype's in the slabs, the hype's in the sealed singles. Now, as a buyer, I would ask myself, where do I want to be? Do I want to be where everybody is? Do I want to be where all the hype is, where all the FOMO is, where everybody's talking about it? Or do I want to be where nobody's thinking? For me, do what's best for you. I'm just saying, I don't really want to be where the hype is. I don't want to buy into all the craziness. I like to look at things that are down, that things aren't, maybe a set that somebody's not looking at, maybe something that's could have potential to go up, but nobody's looking over here. They're all looking over here at the shiny object. Because with the shiny object, you got to sell really quick. You make a bunch of money. I'm not saying you can't. You buy slabs right now, singles right now, make buku bucks, but you better sell it quick, right? You got to sell it. Don't be the last sucker holding it. That's all I'd say. Don't be the last sucker. You got to keep it moving if that's the game you want to play, because it's a dangerous game and it moves really fast. And at any minute, it can change, right? I like sealed product personally. That's my thing. You have no idea the amount of money circulating. People aren't waiting. Yeah, I agree. People aren't waiting, but the sealed product, I think, is slowed down. Sealed. Cool. You have Dragon Ball. Collect Dragon Ball cards too. Hey, it was my first pack ever, and we got like a $70 card according to TCG Player. I'll show you a picture. Yeah, it was like I don't know why it didn't look that cool, but according to TCG Player, the Piccolo is $70. Ugh. Damn it. Hold on. Yeah, this keeps turning. You have to look at it sideways. It's a $70 card, according to TCG Player, that I got on my first pack. So I'm done. I'm done. I love Dragon Ball Z. I think collectors are starting to realize ripping sealed isn't worth it. They're just buying the cards they want. Maybe. I doubt it personally, because I don't know, man. I'm super connected with the market. You got to think, dude. I'm always checking prices because I run a store, right? So I have to be careful with prices, like the UPC, right? I have a somewhat damaged one, not damaged, but it has 2 holes in it, 2 tears in it on my store for $230. And then everybody brought it to my attention, market's like $265, cheapest on the market. Something like that you want to look at as a store owner. So I'm always looking at the prices. I'm really in it, and I make content, and I run a Discord, people giving me information, and I'm watching other people's content. I'm really connected to the markets on what's happening day by day. I don't want to say hour by hour, but I know certainly every couple hours what's going on. A lot of the research I don't have to do. A lot of the research, shout out to all of you from my Discord, right? Yesterday when the Rayquaza set happened, it was about 12 minutes in. A guy named Noah from our Discord, shout out to Noah. He was like, DJ, Rayquaza set, go. And I was like the first one to make a video on it. You know what I mean? Like I get a lot of news really quick, bro, really quick. So I'm really in the markets day to day. Now, does it help you long-term invest? No, not at all. Like you don't need any of that information, but I feel super connected to the market, bro. Like I always know what's going on. And that's why it might be confusing when you watch my channel, because you might watch my channel today and I'm like, hey, maybe I don't like this right now. And then in 3 days, my opinion changes because we're always reporting on the news. We're reporting on what's happening, because just like the news, things go up, just like the stock market, things go down, right? Gold price, silver price, that stuff goes up and down, So for the people who are interested in knowing what's going on in the market, I think our channel is really good. If you're just interested in investing, then you don't even need to watch YouTube, bro. Just buy the shit, come back in a couple years, and you're done. You know what I mean? Literally, you don't even have to look at the market. Buy Prismatic Evolution today. Look back at it in 5 years. That's all you have to do to invest, right? So, but there's a lot of people who don't want to invest. There's a lot of people who are more interested in the day-to-day action, right? And I always say that. Like right now, I'm not buying 151. I have no interest at all. You'd have to sell it to me for like 75%. I don't want it. I really genuinely don't want it. But that could change, right? That could change tomorrow. That could change in a month. That could change in a week. Or it could not change. I have no idea. Thank you for sending a gift, John. I think it was John. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the rise of crypto blockchains with Pokemon? There's now Pokemon prediction markets like Poly. I mean, I haven't looked into it. I am a crypto guy. I got into Bitcoin 2016, 2017. I don't really fuck around with blockchain, like ETF and NFTs, and I'm not ETF, NFTs, and like what's it called? The shares. What's it called when you buy like a piece of a card? I don't like that. I don't like any of that bullshit. I think it's stupid personally. I think you're just waiting to get scammed. I've seen this scam a million times, not in Pokemon. I've seen this. So in the crypto world, I have a lot of experience with crypto, man. And I'm not just talking about buying coins. I'm talking about producing the crypto itself. That's what my old YouTube channel was. I produced crypto, right? So I created money essentially from my home. I've also traveled to, $20 million facilities. I got paid. I got compensated for my time to film for them. I'm very, very well versed when it comes to crypto, but not altcoins, all the bullshit. I'm talking Bitcoin, the good stuff, right? The big stuff, Dogecoin, Solana, these sorts of things. Which, to be fair, Solana you don't mind, but I have a lot of experience with it. I've seen it a million times. You'll have what's called fractional shares. This was like a huge scam that happened in crypto for crypto mining. So let's just pretend this is a crypto machine, right? So this is like something that I'll do this Barney style. This produces Bitcoin, okay? This is called a S21, okay? It's a machine. It's an ASIC. Well, a lot of people can't afford an S21 because an S21, let's just pretend, costs $4,000, right? So Timmy out there, Susie out there, they don't have $4,000. But what they do have is $40. So what they'll do is they take the machine, again, it's called S21 or S23, whatever, and they break that into a bunch of shares for broke people that think like, wow, I'm going to get a one up on it. So, right, I don't have $4,000, but I got $40 to invest. So they buy a fractional share of that machine. They never own the machine. They tell you they do. They're like, you own 1/40th of a machine that mines Bitcoin. You understand? So I think they're going to do that as well with like first edition Charizards. I think they're going to do that with like these big Pokemon cards of fractional shares. Like you don't, it's held in the PSA vault or it's held in Switzerland in some crazy vault and you own 1/20th of that Charizard first edition. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You're just waiting to get the rug pulled. They're going to pull the plug eventually. It's a huge scam eventually. It might work for a while. Yeah, I don't like anything about it, man. I don't like anything about it. I don't like you're just waiting for the rug to be pulled at any time. What do you think about Pride Month? Hey, great for them. Yep. I hope everybody has a good month. Yep. Are you bullish on SpaceX? I am bullish long term on SpaceX. I've not bought any because I feel like it's a little higher than I want to buy. I don't usually buy IPOs when they first come out. I have before. I've done it very successfully. Things like Facebook. But I do want to buy SpaceX at some point. But right now, I need to see what's going to happen with it. Is it okay if you use this clip for upcoming video? I appreciate the love of my. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't want to mix crypto with Pokemon and stuff. I'm not. No, I love crypto, specifically Bitcoin, and I love Pokemon. I don't want to mix the two markets. I don't like it. I think there's a lot of people that are going to get hurt. They did that already with Logan Paul, with the Pikachu. A lot of people got scammed allegedly. Laugh my, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you think DJs? Hold on. What are we asking here, y'all? All right, now. All right, let's keep it Pokemon and market talk, y'all. Oh shit, we're going left field. What's your honest opinion on Lorcana? Oh, great question. Well, I'll just show you. I am bullish on Lorcana. I have the first print, the very first one ever made for Lorcana. I am skeptical. I will not lie to you. But as a skeptic, I have heavily been buying Lorcana, as you can see. I got about, 4 booster boxes of Winter Spell. I think I got a sealed case of Wilds Unknown. I got 3 loose. I got 2 Whisper of the Well. I'm very skeptical on it long term, just because I need to be proven right. That being said, I'm still buying, and I like my chances. I think it'll go up. It needs to prove itself to me long term, like Pokemon has. I think for me at least, I trust Pokemon 100%. I like Lorcana. It's interesting to me, and I think it'll do well, but it hasn't proven itself to me just yet. And I think over the next 5 or 10 years, it could do that. So I'm not going to take any chances on it. I'm not going to miss the boat. I will not miss the boat at all. And so I'm just going to buy all the sets. You know what I mean? And if they go up, great. And if they don't, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm bullish on it. But I'm a Pokemon guy. Let's be honest. SpaceX is garbage. If you do research, the only thing Elon has profited is Starlink. Yeah, I haven't done much research into it. I'll buy it if it goes down a lot. We'll see. But I think it's a good, strong company overall. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. What do you think will be the main catalyst for Pokemon market crash? Too much supply, low demand. I think it really comes down to that. If they can start printing to demand, then I think we don't hold up, right? Yeah, I think for sure. Like right now, if you were to get every single person to get enough Pokemon as they want, and it's on the shelves at any time, then that's going to kill demand. Like it's going to be great, probably for like a week or two, right? Because people think they want Pokemon at demand, right? Everybody thinks that right now. Like I want as much Pokemon as I can possibly get. I want to go to the store, pick up Black Bolt. I want to then, the next day come in, get Prismatic. The next day I want to get Ascended Heroes. The next day I want, they think they want that. They only want it because they can't get it. You understand? But like, if it really came down to it and you had an endless supply of this shit, I mean, that would kill the demand for sure, right? Because like people wouldn't. It feels good when you're in a line and you finally get it. You get that dopamine hit, but like I'm sure the first time or second time even you go to the shelf and it's there, you're really happy. But if you know you can keep getting it, you got to think about it logically. I mean, these are $60, $50, whatever. I think Walmart's 55, 60. We'll call it $60, right? After taxes. That's expensive. So if you buy your limit of 2, the first time it feels really good, right? Dang, I just spent $120. Tomorrow comes around. Oh shit, I get 2 more. Well, damn, I'm up to 240 now. All right, I'll buy it. And then on the third day, you're like, oh shit, should I really buy 2 more? Damn, why is nobody buying these? Why is it so easy to get? Damn. So you do it again, that's $360. Bro, if you do that often, bro, you're spending $500 a week, thousands of dollars a month. Most people don't have that. So I think that would be the only thing that really crashes it is you get to the point where it's always on the shelf where everybody can get it at any time. Then there's no more reason for scalpers. And then there's no more reason to have all these people like in the business per se. A lot of businesses will go away. A lot of big businesses will stop carrying the product and da da da. And yeah, I think that's the only way. Simple supply and demand. Why did you not answer my question? All right, bro. Why not answer that question? Because has got nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now, brother. I'm not going to get into that, brother. I don't talk about that kind of stuff here. This is not the kind of channel for that kind of stuff, man. I wish you all the best, but we're keeping it business talk. We're keeping it Pokemon, brother. All right. TRJ did say something that I agree with. I don't talk, just so you know, I don't talk politics and I don't talk, I don't like that kind of conversation on my channel. All right. We don't do that here. TRJ did something that I kind of agree with. Disney could be the only IP could challenge. Ooh. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, I love TRJ and I like Lorcana a lot, bro. Like I said, I just recently started playing it with the kids. I'm having fun with it. I don't think there's anything that can truly challenge Pokemon. Like when you say challenge, I'm not saying I can't give it a run for its money, right? Like definitely Lorcana's great, bro. I love Lorcana. It's great. It's awesome. It's fun to play. It's good. And obviously I enjoy it, right? Like look at me, bro. I'm heavily invested into it. We got to be careful with that because like let's just like the number 2 TCG by far is Magic the Gathering, right? There's no question that Magic is leaps and bounds against anybody else in second place, right? And Magic can't even get close to Pokemon, bro. Nobody's lining up for Magic. Nobody is fighting over nobody's lining up for Magic, bro. Like nobody's fighting over this shit. You know what I mean? We got to be careful with that, right? Because I don't want people to get burnt either. Like I don't want people to think, yes, with a low supply that Lorcana has, it's a much smaller player base as well, right? So like we'll see in the next 5-10 years. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Because if it ever came to the point where Pokemon felt threatened, which I don't think they will, if they ever felt threatened, I can tell you multiple ways right now that Pokemon. Okay, hold on. Let me ban this dude. And you're banned. What the hell? Weird ass dude, bro. What the fuck? Hold on, he's banned, right? He's gone. Goodbye. Weird ass dude, bro. Oh, look at his YouTube name. DJ made me sad. Good. I'm glad you're sad. That was weird. Weird ass dude. Anyways, what was I saying? That threw me off. Yeah, it threw me off. Put a big old wiener in the chat. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. If Pokemon ever felt threatened, ever, serialized cards. Boom, game over, bro. Nobody's competing with that. You need to understand, Pokemon is in such an incredible position. They are beyond the king, right? They're the #1 franchise on Earth, bro. The whole planet. Nobody's fucking with Pokemon, right? If it ever came to the point where they felt threatened, oh, you guys want to play those games? Serialized cards. Game over, bro. That they have trump cards, bro. They could pull out so many. They've never had to do anything like that's desperate like some of these other TCGs have to do. Magic did it, right? Magic did Final Fantasy, right? Serialized cards, chocobos. Everybody start talking about it. That's a cheap thing. Now it was effective and it worked and it did great for them, right? But it's a cheap thing that they had to do to get people interested. I even bought a couple packs with the kids to try to chase a chocobo. People that had no business being involved in Magic the Gathering bought that shit because of the serialized cards and it was a big deal, blah, blah, blah. Then the next set came out, Spider-Man, no serialized cards, dead in the water, right? Dead in the water after that. So yeah, if it ever came down to it, there is no, in my opinion, the next 10 years at least, there's no taking over Pokemon, bro. They have too many trump cards that they could pull out and just big dick it. And they would shut down anybody who gets close to them with what I just said. There's more ways too. That's just one rant. Bro, they'd come out with more elite versions of these cards. They don't even have to go serialized. Like, let's just say you have the Mega Gengar chase from Ascended Heroes as an example, right? Okay, next set. They got Gengar, but they got the elite version of Gengar, right? So not only is it really hard to pull a Gengar, but then you could have the hyper rare version of that SIR. There's a million things they could do, bro. And they don't need to do any of them. All Pokemon has to do, Pokemon's in such a good position, bro. All they have to do is give you a Phantasmal Flame set and give you one good card. That's how amazing. That is the tightrope that Pokemon has on the community. They can, dude, Phantasmal Flames is a mid set. I'm sorry. It's so beyond mid, but it has one good card. Yeah, sure, Meowth. I mean, it's good. We're not talking about big hits here. It's a fucking Meowth and a Piplup. I'm sorry. I love those characters. They're great characters. But let's be honest here. It's just a Charizard set. Okay? Perfect Order. Perfect Order is bad. Greninja for Chaos Rising, right? Everything else, there's some okay cards in there. But overall, let's not get confused. It's a Greninja set. That's what Pokemon can do. This Rayquaza set, I have no idea what's going to come out. So it could be a huge hit. Could not. I don't even know if it's a specialty set or not. I don't think it is, but who knows, right? We don't know. A little early to talk about it. But in theory, Pokemon could just put a Rayquaza in there, sell out. Pokemon is in such an incredible... You got to understand, bro. If it ever came to the point where they were threatened, all they'd have to do is say, oh, you want to play that game? Next set's going to have Charizard. We're going to have Pikachu. We're going to have Gengar. We're going to have... Who else is a huge... We're going to have Lugia. We're going to have Rayquaza set. Or like all in one, bro. All in one. Then they're going to put in 5 other Mewtwo. We're going to have a Mew chase. We're going to... whatever. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? There's no way. Nobody takes over Pokemon. It's just not possible anytime soon. It's just not possible. They don't even have to put their best characters in these sets to sell out. Zygarde's still selling out. Is it a good set? Not to me. But Zygarde's still selling out. I went to Target today. Not because I wanted anything. I had to freaking get my daughter something, but whatever. There was no perfect order. There's no ETBs. Even for the bad set. There's nothing there, bro. Yeah, even the bad sets sell out. Yeah, they're it's not even debatable. There's nobody taking over Pokemon anytime soon. Disney's fragmented collection of IPs. It's not a cohesive, unified IP like Pokemon. Plus, Disney has a lot of boomer IP. Okay. I feel, and again, very bullish on Lorcana. I like Lorcana. But I'm also realistic. I feel like Sealed will obliterate slabs in the future. Newbies, yes. Sealed is the way to go. People in this hobby are so dumb. A bunch of jobless 30-year-olds currently. They base all of their Now, you know what's dangerous is the people who have careers and jobs and then they're making money on Pokemon like me. That's the dangerous people. You see, I have a full-time career. Pokemon is just a side hustle. That's the one making bank. I'm not making bank, but you get my point, right? At a large scale. They base all the predictions on what has happened in the past, but new cards are released and the effects older sets. If you reprint cards, it will drop prices. Happen with sneakers. Pokemon IP is so strong. They have the worst card quality and boring TCG, but it's the best selling TCG by miles. Imagine if the gameplay was good. Dude, could you imagine if they actually came out with a good game? Holy shit. I have a feeling there will be a couple awesome Rayquaza in the Delta range. I hope so. Maybe 2 or 3 chases. I hope so. I really do, man. I hope it's a great set. Zygarde is selling out because $5 to $7 pack is a good value right now. I don't think nobody's buying mine. Interesting enough. I'm pretty sure I have perfect order for like $6 a pack on the site. Paid like $5.20. Yeah. Like nobody's buying this shit, bro. Now, to be fair, I'm slightly over market on a couple of these. When I listed them, I was well under market. Like I paid 200 for these. So I can't sell these for any cheaper. 220, $6 packs, perfect orders, 68. I paid like 65, I'm not making any money on that shit. The bundles. Wait, why are the bundles not on my site? Oh, I just noticed that. What the hell? Why are the perfect order bundles? I was wondering why they weren't selling. That makes sense. I don't even have them on the site for some reason. That is really weird. Let me load the bundles. I have a box of bundles and I've just been thinking like, why is nobody buying these? They're not available on the store. What the hell? Thank you for reminding me. Where is perfect order? Oh God, did I delete them? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, let me put, I found them. Wow, that's actually insane. Let me put 8 on the store just for now. These are going to weigh 0.3 pounds. That's pretty fair. Damn. I wonder how long they've been off the store. I haven't sold one in like a month. That would make sense. I've not been selling them. I'm selling them for $37, bro. I paid $31.55. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, there we go. Now they're on the store. There we go. Thank you for telling me. Lorcana is short-lived. I don't know about that. I think Lorcana is going to survive, man. I really do. I think Lorcana is going to survive. I just don't want to say it's going to take over Pokemon. I think that's crazy. I work and buy Pokemon and Lorcana. I never feel any pressure to sell, and it's awesome. Buy, turn brain off, repeat. And that's how you invest, right? That's the way to go. Perfect order is a flop. I wouldn't say it's a flop. It still sells out. You can't say it's a flop if it's selling and you go to a store and it's not there. Great topics and output, DJ, as always. What do you think of sets that over appreciate like 151? That even though it's a good set, decrease in selling. 151 is a sticky one. 151 is an anomaly. You know why? Because there's nothing you're going to open in 151 and get your money back. So 151 is tough, right? Like, let's say best case scenario. Okay, let's take out Demigod because that's crazy. Let's say I open up a $600 ETB. Isn't that what 151 is going for? 500, 600, 650, something. Let's call it 600. I open up a 151. I only have 9 chances to hit the Charizard. You hit the Charizard. I think you're still down money. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you could hit the best card. Look at this, bro. Look at this shit. You could hit the best card in the set. Oh, that's damage, to be fair. Hold on. And you still lose money. You're down $200. And that's assuming that it's, a gym 10. That it's even well centered. That it's not lightly played. That there's nothing messed up about it. This is like best case scenario, $400, bro. So I think 151's tough, man, because you don't want to open that shit. You're not going to get any money back. Look at Prismatic, though, opposite. Prismatic Evolution, to be fair, terrible pull rates. But you can buy these for $180 right now, and potentially you could hit a freaking $4,000 or $5,000 God pack. Are you kidding me? The appeal is there. I'm not saying you're going to get one, but the appeal is there. Oh, and by the way, you could hit an Umbreon. You don't even need a God pack. What's the Umbreon going for raw? I don't know, 1,200? Cost $180 to open? Hello? 5X? Hello? Not saying you'll do that. But I'm just saying the potential is there when we talk Prismatic. If this thing 2X's in value, this instead of 180, it's 360 a box. Even if the God pack price didn't go up, which it will, but even if the Umbreon price at 1,200 didn't go up, you could still always say, but what if? What if I open that and I get a big hit? 151, you can't say that, bro. 151, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that you're going to open and be like, wow, it doesn't make sense to open. You leave that shit on the wall because it doesn't make sense to open. Prismatic's complete opposite. And I get it. You're not going to hit anything. Terrible pull rates. Got it. Check. But I'm just saying there's the potential in here. And that is a different discussion than 151. Think about this. Prismatic Evolution is about 10 months away, I think. 10 and a half, 10 months away from rotating out. And the Umbreon's still 1,200 or whatever the hell it is, 1,300. While in rotation. While it is like arguably one of the, if not the most printed sets ever. And it's still worth that much money. Can you imagine long-term for prismatic evolutions when it's no longer possible to get it? You want to talk about resilient? Prismatic evolutions is freaking resilient, dude. Any other set, you would have printed to the ground like this, it sure wouldn't be pushing 180, 185 right now. I can tell you that. But that's how strong it is. That's how good it is. I get it. You don't like it. I'm just talking money here. We're talking dollar sign, guys. We're taking the emotions out. We're taking the feelings out. I'm seeing a lot of things in chat. Well, I don't like. Well, I feel that. It's not about that. It's about money. If we're talking about investing, we're talking about cash. We're talking about money, return, potential. These are very different discussions. Now, if you want to kumbaya it, I respect it. But we can't put that in the same conversation as the one that I'm having, right? These are two separate things, feelings aside. You see what I'm saying? Just imagine long term what prismatic's going to be. Long term. I think it's going to be crazy. If a God pack is worth $4,000 or $5,000, as I just said, right now, what do you think when it's no longer available? What do you think that God pack is going to be worth? Take a guess. I want to know you guys' numbers. Is it 7K? Is it 10K? I bet you it's more than 4 or 5. I can't guarantee it, but I would assume if while in rotation, while heavily printed, it's 4 or 5K, it's going to go up when you can't get it ever again. I would assume. Kind of makes sense. All about set value. Yeah, and Prismatic's got a crazy set value. Again, you might not like it. There's a bunch of people who don't like Prismatic. I get that. 100%. I love it, but a lot of people don't like it. I love it because I've hit gold. I pulled the Umbreon. I pulled the Sylveon. I pulled a Flareon, and my kid pulled a Flareon. I pulled Vaporeon. I pulled almost all of them except for Espeon. Espeon, maybe Jolteon. I had to buy those. I'm just saying, what I've noticed, not always, this isn't a blanket statement, but more than likely, the people who don't like Prismatic have never hit the big hits. I'll tell you what, bro, when you get that, I'm telling you, when you get that Umbreon, and it just takes the weight off your shoulder. You know, you opened up so much Prismatic, you wasted hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands. When you finally get that Umbreon, bro, makes you want to cry. I don't know how to cry. I'm not the kind of guy that cries, but if I knew how to cry, I probably would have cried when I pulled that Umbreon with the kids, bro. I'm telling you. It just, you're like, wow, it was all worth it. Holy shit. I just pulled $1,000 card. And oh God, by the way, if this 10s, I just got $3,000. Now mine 9'd, unfortunately, but I'm telling you, it's different. It's a different feeling when you hit the lottery on that. It hits way different than opening Stellar Crown and getting a Squirtle or some shit. It's nice. It's a good feeling. It's not like Umbreon level, But let's say AH or Prismatic Evolutions has gone up so high, but the selling power has decreased. So like when it becomes illiquid, is it still worth it if not selling because no one has that kind of money? I mean, there's always going to be a buyer, right? It depends. Like if you put shit on eBay, there's always going to be a buyer. You put it on TCG, there's always a buyer. Now you put something on my store, there's not always a buyer, right? But no, there's always a buyer somewhere. You're just not selling at the right platform, right? Like on my store, I think most people are on a budget, which I totally understand. What sells really well for me is like $200, $300 booster boxes, right? Once we start getting past 300, it starts to slow down. There are some things I can sell for 400, like Chilling Rain. I just sold a Chilling Rain recently. That took a while. Once you start getting $500, it takes a while for me. Evolving Skies, it took me a month to sell one of the 4, right? The more expensive it gets for me, the slower it is. But again, you put it on eBay, you put it on TCG. I mean, there's different buyers, right? Like I haven't this is a brand new business. I just started this business. So I don't have the clientele that TCG players. I don't have the clientele just yet that these whatnotters have that have 100,000 viewers or 100,000 subs, But eventually, I think we could get to that point if I can, when I continue this business and continue to grow this business, that, hey, I throw an Evolving Skies on there and somebody buys it instantly. The same way that, somebody comes to my store and buys a Stellar Crown instantly or a Surging Sparks instantly. I just haven't built that clientele to that level. You see what I'm saying? But there always will be a buyer. Just depends what platform. Why would a pack be worth more than the chase? Sealed product, you know. People will always be in the market to buy. I mean, look, to answer your question, look at Vivid Voltage. Is there anything good in that? No, it just broke 300 recently. It's the sealed is the prize to a lot of people. This is the prize to many collectors. Now, for some people, the cards are the collection, you know, tomato, it depends what you like. But there are tons of people who love to have a first edition booster box and just put it on their wall. The sealed product, you know, there's collectors everywhere, different types of collectors. Let's see. I'm selling Ascended Heroes because once Prismatic goes out of rotation, Ascended Heroes is going to be the set they reprint to the ground. It could or not, or not. Umbreon EX PSA 10 is worth more than Gengar and Pikachu combined. There you go. I don't know if that's true. I haven't looked. I pulled a Sylveon, 4th ETB in. Wow, you are a lucky person. Delta Rain will be the investment to make. Dude, I think Delta Rain is going to be awesome. How you feel everyone jumping ship to Lorcana? I don't think it's everyone. I think it's like the vocal minority. But dude, Lorcana is great. You know, I've been buying a lot of Lorcana. I'm very bullish on it. I got most of it under MSRP. MSRP is $140 for a booster box. Dirt cheap. I bought most of these booster boxes back here between 110 and 120. Not all of them, but most of them between 110 and 120. I'm sitting pretty, bro. You know, yeah, great gains. The cool thing about these small TCGs is the froth, right? So I'm trying not to use penny stocks and stock talk too much because a lot of people don't know about this kind of stuff. When dealing with these smaller TCGs, things can move fast, right? Because there's not many on the market, and it doesn't take a lot to move it because it doesn't cost as much as Pokemon. So it can get really cool. Like Dragon Ball, you can do a buyout real quick with Dragon Ball Z stuff. You can do a huge buyout right now with, you know, $5,000-$10,000 for Lorcana. Could you do that with Pokemon? I mean, you might, but not in the same way, right? Like, I mean, let's take a look. Everybody's asking about this today. Wild's Unknown booster box, okay? Just for science, right? Let's say you wanted to buy this shit out. Wild's Unknown booster boxes, okay? Let's see. How many are even around? Let's see. So for 250, right? We'll call this 250. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I should count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 14, 17, 20. Right? So we got 20 so far. 25. We'll call these two are 25, 30. Oh, there's a lot at 250. Hold on. This might take me a while. I'm not counting all this shit. All right. So to get us to 300, we'll just call this 20. We'll just do 20 a page. Okay. So I don't know, 60 boxes, rough estimate, 60 boxes, right? Okay. So let's do that. Let's do 60 boxes. The average, let's call it 280. Fuck it. Let's move it up. So 60 times 280, 16 grand, 16.8 grand. I have that money. Just me. I'm one person. I personally could buy all of those up to 300 right now if I wanted to. Just me. It doesn't take a lot to move it. You know what I'm saying? So like what you'll see in stocks, a little bit different than crypto. Well, not a little bit different. A lot different than Pokemon. But just roll with it. Is people will buy it before it pumps. They'll spend 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand, right? Obviously a little different because it's a card game, but just go with it. You buy what you want before the pump. All right. So now you know I spent 50 grand, 100 grand, whatever it is. And when this 2X's or when this large amount goes up 30, 40%, I am going to net roughly 60, 80 grand, but I only spent 20 grand to pump the market. You understand? Does that make sense? So you can do that with these sorts of TCGs. That's kind of the cool thing. Well, it's not cool that you're pumping the market, but it's cool that they go up so much because it doesn't take a lot of money. And 16.8K was to get it to 300. If you just need it to go from 250 to 280, it's a lot less money. You see what I'm saying? So like in theory, people, I mean, 20,000 is not a lot of money in the TCG world. I get it. You know, you're at home. 20,000 sounds like a lot, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to move a market, it's nothing. 20K is nothing in the investing market world. You understand? It's absolutely nothing, bro. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the benefit, is like people pump your bags really quick with these small TCGs because they're really tiny, you know? So I'm not sure exactly what the market cap is of Lorcana or Riftbound or these other, you know, Dragon Ball Z, but that's why with One Piece you were seeing shit go up 300% because they already got their position, and then them and their friends, or just them, they come in, they drop 100 grand, which is nothing for these people. 100K, here you go. But now, since I dropped 100K, I'm up 300K over here. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of manipulation. And I'm not saying that's what's happening right now at Lorcana. I'm just saying it's really easy to manipulate small markets. Does that make sense? Yeah. I might dabble, but I'm sticking to Pike. Oh, Pokemon. Yeah. Do your thing, bro. I mean, I'm doing it because I like money. I like money. You know, I put my feelings aside. I like cash. I like making money, you know, and Lorcana makes me a lot of money. I don't know. This is the first one ever printed. The first one they ever made. TRJ, many months ago, said, hey, I recommend everybody buy the first ever created Lorcana box, first print. I said, okay, fuck it. Let's do it. Fuck it. We ball. It was like 420, 440 bucks. I didn't even think about it. I said, that makes a lot of sense. It's backed by Disney. Worst case scenario, I lose 400 bucks. Best case scenario, this becomes a $10,000, $20,000 box. You know what I mean? To me, it just made sense. And then I just started buying little things like, oh, dude, MSRP is 140 bucks. They're selling these booster boxes for 110. There wasn't much to think about. What is the risk? You're buying under MSRP. I just don't even know what the risk is. You see what I'm saying? Now, if it's 2X, 3X, 4X of MSRP, different conversation. That's when you're kind of like, do I really want to buy this? But in Lorcana, at least with the recent stuff, Fabled and on, they have chase cards that Pokemon can't even imagine, right? Like, I would say their SIRs are probably enchanted, are probably on par, if not a little bit harder to pull in Lorcana than Pokemon. That's fine. But did you know that they have something called the Iconic? That's roughly 1 in every 15 sealed cases. Now that is crazy, bro. Imagine buying 15 cases, not booster boxes, cases to get one Pokemon. Could you imagine like the price of that in Pokemon terms? Imagine a Gengar version where only one is thrown in every fucking pallet. Are you kidding me? Do you know the price of that? We already see Gengar at 2K or whatever it is raw. Maybe it's 1,500. I don't know. We'll call it 1,500. Raw. And everybody can get this shit. Mass produced. Imagine a Gengar, one in every pallet. Can you imagine? 40 grand? What are we thinking? Are we thinking 50K? Because Lorcana right now has the Buzz Lightyear, and I don't know if it's going to stay that way, raw dog, not graded. It is 5 to 6 grand raw. If Lorcana can have a raw card that is worth 5 or 6 grand, could you imagine what Pokemon with the same rarity, 20K raw, 25K raw? Think about it. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about. So, yeah, you know, am I Pokemon? Oh, 100%. There's no question. It's Pokemon all day for me. Not changing the YouTube, not changing the store, nothing. But I also, hey, I'm going to take a little gamble on it too, though. It's worth it. You know, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to like this shit. You don't have to know anything about it. You know, yeah, it's not about like emotions and feelings and shit. It's like, bro, let's get some money. And I see it. I see the potential with Lorcana. I'm like, this is so fucking obvious. With these crazy rare cards. I mean, this, again, you can't even imagine this shit in Pokemon. Because everything for Pokemon, you guys know how hard it is to pull Gengar, or it feels so hard. But we're not even in the realm of rarity. So yeah, I think it's worth $110 gamble on a booster box. Hell yeah, it's worth it. I feel in a bear market with Lorcana heavy is dangerous. Pokemon can still sell in a bear market. I'm average buyer, so I can just drop what you do. I'm an average buyer, so I can just drop what you do. Drop what you do. I get you until the end. So I'm just curious, PokeGator, why does your mind go to bear run? Why is it a mindset of scarcity? I'm just curious. Because like, I always find it fascinating how people think. Like there's permabulls. I'm a permabull, not necessarily for Pokemon only, but like in general, that's how my mindset always works. But then there's people who are like perma bearish, like always negative and like think about the scare. You know why I'm a permabull? I'm gonna show you one thing right here. This is what really changed my mind. Now, to be fair, I've been trading stocks for like 15 years. So I'm very well versed in this kind of stuff. I get it. But look at this. This is what changed my mind. When I was a young pup, I used to have to teach myself how to trade stocks and read charts from the library. And I found a book that had this chart. This is the S&P 500 over the last 70 years. Okay. Oh, it's 100 years now. Oh, shit. 1927. Look at this. This one image honestly changed my mind forever. And I've always thought about this. Think about this, guys. Bear runs are going to happen. This is history here. Bear runs will always happen. It is guaranteed. Okay. Now, obviously, this Pokemon, this Lorcana. I'm not saying it's always going to go up. But at least for the broad markets overall in investing, this one image tells me everything I ever needed to know. During the Great Depression, did we recover? Sure did. What the fuck? Virus scan. What the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Hold up. Okay. Killing my mojo here. During the Great Depression, would you guys say that we are in a worse state in the world than the Great Depression? If your answer is yes, you're an idiot. The answer is no. Good guess. We are definitely not in a worse state than they were in the Great Depression, where they didn't even have jobs to survive. What about World War I? Do you guys think that in this modern age, we are having worse times than they had back in World War I? No. Fuck no. World War II? Anybody? No? Okay. Fast forward. What about Vietnam? Do you guys think that what's going on in the world right now is worse than Vietnam? Fuck no. But what do you notice with this trend? It doesn't matter how bad things are. It didn't matter if the freaking world was collapsing, if the entire planet was killing each other. We have always gone up. Didn't matter what it was. Look at this, guys. This is not my feelings. This is fact. The dot-com bubble, when everybody thought the whole world was going to end in 2000, the break of the century, turn of the century, everybody thought this shit was going to zero. Stocks crashed 50% in one day. One day. I think they called it Black Monday. Black Friday, Black Monday. It was one of those. The whole world was panicking. Do you think what we're going through right now is worse than that? When people were scared of the internet hacking them? Nope. What about in 2007? When they were giving out loans to anybody, all you had to say was, I wanted a house, and the answer was yes. Does anybody think what we're going through in 2026 is worse than that? When the freaking housing market crashed? Nope, sure isn't. But did we recover? We did. And look at that. New all-time high once again. The point is, it doesn't matter. Because when you look in these small windows of like the scarcity mindset of like, oh, well, this could go down. Oh, well, I mean, something bad could happen to zoom out. Look, just look at the world. COVID, dude, COVID shut us the hell down, right? To where we couldn't even go outside. People literally were scared to go outside. Has anybody seen that since the Black Plague? I don't know. I wasn't around for the Black Plague. What do you notice? What do we notice in 2025, 2026? We are now at all-time highs again. Will we see a speed bump at some point? Absolutely. We will see a speed bump. But what do you think? Not just you, Gator. I'm just saying to people in general. What do you guys think, chat? We're going to get a little speed bump like this, right? And guess what happens in 2028 and 2029 and 2030 and 2031? I don't know the exact years and shit. We go down, but then we zoom up to where we've never been before again and again. And what do you think happens 10 years after that? We go up again and again and again. And to me, like, this is all I ever had to see, bro. Was like, this image changed my investing life. I was a young man, and I'll never forget opening a book. I forgot what book it was. But this image, obviously, this many moons ago, so it only went up to like here. But the point still remains. It doesn't matter how bad that you think it is, we will just go to new all-time high. We just will. It always happens. And again, that doesn't mean Pokemon and Lorcana, right? It's a Pokemon game, right? I mean, it's a card game. I get it. But that for me, bro, that's why I'm a perma bull. Because I just know over the long term, we're good to go, bro. It don't matter. We always going to rally. We are two different beasts. You have a giant leg up on me with time, which is not your fault and not mine. I am a leverage spending and I'm cruising it with such a low budget. I mean, I started really poor though, bro. I mean, I started when I was 21, 20. Listen, I think anybody can do what I'm doing. Anybody can do what I'm doing. Seriously. Why do you think I document this? Why do you guys think I document this whole channel? I started this business in October and we got shut down for 2 weeks in October. So really, we're talking end of October. I have started and showed that anybody can do this. In a bull run, I've shown you guys from day one how easy it is to do what I'm doing. And I take you guys along the way every week and I update you guys. This is what's selling. This is what's not. This is what's good. This is what's bad. These were my failures. Oh, I really messed up on this. Oh, I also messed up on that. I did really good on this. I show you guys. You don't need to be fancy rich. I started this business. It was only 22K in inventory. But you could do this with 5K in inventory. Now, you wouldn't have $450,000 in sales, but you would still have over $100,000 in sales doing the exact same thing. That's a good accomplishment. 100 grand in sales is freaking awesome since October. You guys can do the things I'm doing. And what makes it better for you, not just you, Gator, I'm just talking to people in chat. What makes it so much better and easier for all you is you can watch and learn the mistakes that I made and learn from the 5 years of QnA. That's what I did. Why do you think I don't make all the mistakes QnA did? Because he showed us his mistakes and I said, oh, I'm not going to do that. And so I got to learn from his failures without failing. So now you guys get to watch Brian, you get to watch Cardinal, you get to watch me, you get to watch all these other guys, right? And then fucking you can do all the good with none of the bad. Watch Dan catch them all collectibles. I know, Pokegate. I'm just ranting in general. It's not you per se. I love you. You know we're friends. That's what they do in Korea. I'm just inspiring somebody out there that might be listening of like, oh well, you know, I can't do it. You can do it. All of you fucking can do this shit, bro. All of you can do this shit. Oh, let me tell you how much so much easier now. You said I got time over you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how much harder it was for me when I started compared to people starting right now. When I started trading stocks, okay, I was 21, maybe pushing 22, whatever, right? I started as an E3 in the Army, right? Poor, just poor, newly married, had no money to my name, nothing in this world, bro, nothing. And I saw everybody around me poor too, and it sucked. And I'm just like, man, there's got to be a better way, right? There's got to be a better way to make money than this dead end fucking job. But I didn't know how. You got to understand, the internet wasn't like it is now. You couldn't just watch me and learn a bunch of shit. You couldn't just go on YouTube and, you know, find professionals teaching you shit. I'm not a professional, but you get my point, right? You can go on YouTube right now and learn from a doctor without going to the doctor. You can learn how to trade a stock from billionaires, not billionaires, billion with a B. They will teach you everything you need to know. My point is this. I'm at work, right? I've always had this drive and like, damn, I want to do this, want to do that. There's this young guy. Now, he wasn't that young. He was 30. Same rank as me at the time, making the same amount of money as me, poor, poverty level, right? Both of us in poverty, basically, after taxes. And he just bought a house cash. And I said, well, you did what? He's like, yeah, bro, I just paid off my house. But we just bought it cash. I said, excuse me, how much? He said, 250,000. I said, dude, how do you make the same amount of money as I make? And you just bought a house for 250 grand. I can't even imagine this number at 21, right? I've never met somebody that has $250,000. Yo, Izzy, what's up, buddy? You're here for a rant of how I started. This guy says he bought his house cash for $250,000. I said, prove it to me. He did. I said, I don't understand. We're making 30,000 a year, bro. 32, whatever it is. How could you possibly have saved $250,000? It's not even possible. Like we can't even, it's not even possible from our job. He said, oh no, I trade stocks. That is where my life changed. I said, what do you mean? You trade stocks? I was like the New York Stock Exchange, right? You got to understand, this is long ago. We didn't even have smartphones back then. Okay. I'm telling you, you guys have it so much easier than I had it. 10 times easier these days. We didn't even have fucking smartphones. So I said, okay, well, how do you do it? He said, well, I use E-Trade. I said, what's an E-Trade? Because in my mind, again, this is like basically pre-internet, right? I mean, we had the internet, but like, you were just like playing Diablo 2 and all this shit. He said, it's this thing called E-Trade. Go home tonight, type in www.etrade. This back then, people said go to www. Right? That's how long ago this was. These days, people just say go to E-Trade and everybody knows what you mean, right? He said, go to www.etrade.com. So that's what I did. I went home that night on my computer, my dog shit computer, and I typed in etrade.com. And this opened up the world to me of like, oh my God, I can trade stocks. And I thought I had to call New York and say, hey, Frank, give me $100 on, I don't know what was hot back then, Cisco stock, right? That's what I thought. But there was no information like there is today. You couldn't just learn shit like you can now. So then I started Googling how to trade a stock. It was the worst shit ever, bro. It was like 2-3 minute clips, dog shit clips. Like it was nothing like it is now, bro. You can take full courses for free in 2026 for free, not spend a penny. And these people will baby you and show you where to buy and sell. And that it didn't exist. So I watched a couple videos on there that were given free from E-Trade, and it was dog shit. It was like, hello and welcome. My name is Joseph from etrade.com. And today I'm teaching you how to buy a stock. Firstly, what you'll want to do is open up a brokerage account. Now it's a 3-minute video. A minute of it is him fucking talking. You learn nothing. They don't even show you a chart. I took it to the next step because the guy at work wasn't going to teach me. Okay. I took it upon myself to go to the library, right? A guy who doesn't ever go to the library. I went to the library and I started taking all the books I could. How to trade a stock, how to buy a stock, and I was just reading, bro. While all my friends are out there getting laid, getting drunk, I was in the library reading books because now I figured out, kind of because this guy told me, that I could be the guy who trades those stocks. So I learned on my own how to buy a stock, where to buy a stock, what is a stock, how to read a chart. Fucking 100-page books. 100-page books, 200-page books, 300-page books to learn something that you can learn on the internet in 1 minute. People don't understand how good they have it these days, man. I was reading everything in the library. So I ended up reading 15, 20 books, right? Before ever figuring out how to even do it. And then I found this guy on, I think it was CNBC, Jim Cramer. He used to do the show called Mad Money. Now, he doesn't really teach you much, but this was the only way to get information on the stock world. So he would talk about buy this, buy that. I like this stock. I like that one. Buy Cisco, da, da, da. And so I started doing that. And with the knowledge that I thought I had, which I had none, I started Googling things too. Like, how, what's the best stock? I'll never forget. I forget the stock code, but I'll never forget the companies. I Googled the top 10 best stocks. I didn't even know what a penny stock was fully. Kind of got it, but not really. Because Jim Cramer would say it's under $5. So I didn't know. I bought a milk company. I wish I could think of the name. It was a milk company. And I put $500. This was my net worth. Believe it or not, all I had to my name was $500. And I remember my wife being so angry. Could you imagine putting our life savings? That's all it was, guys. I had 500 fucking bucks to my name. I put my whole life savings in a milk company. Now that's pretty irresponsible at 21, 22, wouldn't you say? Your life savings for the family. And guess what happened? Take a guess what happened with that 500 bucks. It became 250. 250. I lost half of my money in like 2 days. And that shit went to zero. I sold out. So now my net worth Went from 500 bucks to 250 in like 2 days. Now my wife's really upset, right? And I'm panicking, but I didn't care because you know what? It was my first time making a trade on the internet. Again, we don't even have smartphones for like years later, right? So then I bought another thing. And then I started watching more Mad Money. And he said, buy Cisco. So I bought Cisco. I put my 250 into that. And every paycheck, 100 bucks, 100 bucks, 100 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. Oh, oops. AC bill came out because we live in Fort Hood, Texas, and it's 110 degrees. And my wife's been using the AC. So guess what? AC bill this month in Texas is $500. Well, guess what? Now I got to sell some shit. It was hard times. But eventually, I got to the point where I had $1,000. And that was a big deal for me, bro. $1,000. Like, holy shit. Oh my God. I'm about to invest $1,000, bro. This is crazy, right? And as time goes on, I'd like to tell you I got better, but I didn't. I kept failing. And I failed. And I failed. And I failed. And all I did was lose money because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And there was no one to help me. But you know who taught me? I did in those books. And I found more books. And oh, maybe I could do this better. And maybe I should not do that. And the whole time I'm day trading like an idiot. Only idiots day trade. Or that you got to be really good because like 90% of day traders lose their money. Start long-term investing a little more. But it wasn't a lot of money. That's the thing. You can long-term invest. And I was making 20, 30% on Cisco, like Jim Cramer told me. But what the hell are you going to do with 20% on $1,000? You know what I mean? It's nothing. It don't do anything. So you go back to day trading, quick flips, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward. Okay. I got 5-6 years under my belt. I'm finally not taking major L's. I'm still taking some little L's and I'm making a little bit of profit here and there, but it wasn't real money. I then deployed for the first time way back in the day, right? Like I say, the years, I'm old now. I'm out. I don't do any of that anymore, right? But back in the day, deployed for the first time. I got locked in this shithole out in the middle of the desert, okay? And thankfully, that was one of the best things that ever changed my life. There was nothing I could buy. There was no stores. There was nothing. For months and months and months and months, I couldn't spend a single penny. Not one. There was no internet, nothing. I'm in the middle of a desert, can't spend a penny. But guess what? When I came home, I saved up $27,000. Now for me, I was like 26, 27. I don't remember. I'm 26, 27 now, right? And I got $27,000 to my name. And I got a little bit of experience, not a lot, but I got a little bit of experience under my belt. And you know what I did with that $27,000? I told the story. Who knows? Guess what I did? This is the turning point in the story. I discovered this company called Tesla. Now, I discovered this guy named Elon Musk. And he was working on this company called Tesla. And they were going bankrupt. But I saw the vision. I said, wait a minute. EVs, this kind of makes sense. Why would we continue to use gas primarily forever? Right? But everybody thought I was an idiot. Everybody at work, everybody on the internet, Reddit, YouTube. YouTube started to pick up at this point, right? Everybody thought Elon Musk was a dumbass. Everybody thought that this Tesla thing's literally, they were about to file for bankruptcy. But I saw the vision. I believed in Tesla. I thought it made so much sense. So you know what I did? I bought $27,000 worth of Tesla. Okay? Look at this, guys. Back in, I forget, 2016, 2017. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this. Can you see this? Can you see this? The price today is $400. I bought in, price adjusted, around $11 to $16, somewhere in here. Do you hear what I just told you? I bought in Tesla here. And I sold about, I sold like here, like last year or some shit. Do you see what I just showed you? Now it doesn't stop there, folks. It gets better. Oh, that's not the end of the story. Listen to me now. Okay. I'm not trying to hear all this bullshit. Oh, it's harder now. No, fuck no, it's not. Fast forward to COVID. Right? This Tesla thing. Oh, NVIDIA. Yes, we'll get into NVIDIA. Hold on. So 2017, I buy all this Tesla shit. It goes down, bro. It goes down. I have to explain to my wife. I put all my money, all 27,000 in this shit. It's looking closer and closer. It was not a success story with Tesla. Let me tell you that right now. It was years, multiple years of nothing. Of nothing. Look at this chart. It was years and years. Look at this, bro. 2 or 3 years, maybe 2.5 of nothing. If I bought it 15, 16 here or 11, whatever, nothing happened. Nothing. Look at this, bro. For years, I have to explain to my wife why all our life savings and all the money we've worked for, or really just me, but whatever, has done nothing. But I saw the vision. I thought there's no way this EV thing isn't going to pick up. So while I'm holding this $27,000, okay, there was another company that I believed in, and it's called NVIDIA, because I got into crypto mining and I saw, I don't know, I'd say 2018, 2019, it's hard to say, right? It was right after Tesla. I started buying NVIDIA. So I kept my $27,000 in Tesla and I started buying this company in NVIDIA, named NVIDIA, which would later become the biggest company in the fucking world. Look at this, folks. $4 or $5, same story. It wasn't until COVID that I finally reaped the benefits. Every penny I got, I was putting into NVIDIA. So price adjusted, I don't know exact day, right? $6. Today we're talking 210. So not only did I hit one, but I hit two top 10 companies on planet Earth and rode the entire ride. I know what it's like to be in the fucking trenches, right? All your money just do nothing or go down, and explain to your wife and having a baby. And I'm telling you, it is so much easier now, guys. I have been there. I have lived it. So anyways, fast forward, it gets better. COVID comes around, right? So I've done nothing but lose money or break even on both of my positions, Tesla and NVIDIA, the entire time, right? And finally, our moment hits. You ever seen that meme of that guy who's like mining for gold and at the end he gives up? I just didn't give up, boys. I just didn't give up. I just kept going. No matter how much the news said Tesla was bad, no matter how many times people said NVIDIA was bad, no matter how many conversations of like, what are you doing with your life? You're an idiot. I finally broke through that. And at the other side was diamonds. My net worth, instead of, I don't know, I know it's 27,000 for Tesla. I don't know on NVIDIA, maybe like 15K, 10, somewhere between like 10 and 20, right? My net worth because of COVID, instantly, I hit 6 figures. Like it, I don't think it was overnight, but it felt overnight to me because I've been in the trenches for fucking years in the hole, right? Instantly, I'm worth 6 figures. I think at the time, don't quote me, I think I'm like 30, 31. Instantly, I have 6 figures. Like this, bro. It just went like this. My whole net worth just went like this. They shut down everything, right? The world shuts down. Oh, it gets better. Not only am I suddenly worth 6 figures, I hit 200,000. I hit 300,000. On my Tesla position alone, it's about $500,000. On just Tesla. Maybe a little less, like 450, I don't remember, right? We'll call it 400 if that makes you feel better for the story. On just Tesla, I'm suddenly worth 400 fucking grand. And it was an overnight success, right? Then my NVIDIA position, not worth as much, probably like 200 grand, right? All of a sudden, I'm worth over $500,000. Quick, like this, bro, like this. Look, it just happened, bro. It didn't really happen that fast, but it felt like it happened that fast. And I have so much fucking money, I don't know what to do with, right? Because like I said, I'm poor. I've been poor. The whole time I've been fucking poor. I've been losing all this money. I'm making minimum wage, barely, right? And then suddenly, $500,000 shows up in my, I mean, I haven't sold that yet. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Bro, and so I'm showing my wife, I'm like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And she, like, the first time we hit 6 figures, bro, changed our family forever. We were like, holy shit. Wow. Right? You know what I mean? Like, whoa. And then, like I said, it became 2 and 3 and 400. And then now all the altcoins, bro. So I start buying because I have so much fucking money. I don't know what to do with it. Now I get it. If you're worth a lot of money, you've had money for years, you know what to do. But you got to understand, this was my first time. I went from zero to hero. It felt like overnight, right? So now I'm like, what do I do with all this money? Do I sell? What do I do with this? You know what I'm saying? Do I put it in S&P? Do I? No, why would I? Because altcoin season, all these freaking cryptos are going up a bajillion percentage. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention my Coinbase account. I tell you guys all the time, I got involved in Bitcoin in 2016, 2017. I forgot I had this shit, right? So I'm holding all this Bitcoin, 2016, 2017, got locked out of my Coinbase in the last bull run, before COVID bull run, right? So 3 bull runs ago. And then it hit me. Oh, wait a minute. I have a Coinbase account. I think I had some Bitcoin on there. Well, guess what, boys? We had fucking Bitcoin. Oh, and guess what? We're up 5x or some shit. I don't know. 3 to 5x on the Bitcoin position. Oh, shit. Oh, and by the way, Bitcoin's on its way to hit new all-time highs. And oh, by the way, all these other altcoins are going up, 20x, 50x. Bro, the money was just, it was everywhere, bro. I had so much fucking money. It was crazy, bro. COVID was something else, right? I started a YouTube channel about crypto mining. Not about crypto per se, but crypto mining, creating money at my house off of GPUs, graphics cards, right? So I got to the point. So my YouTube channel was going really well, right? Really, really well. And it was exploding, bro. I was a brand new channel. I was getting like 5,000 views, right? 5,000 views on a brand new channel. Now, I get it. Here's the one. I used to have 16,000 subs, but, people unsub because I don't make videos anymore. That was my first video. Look at this. Look at this. Dog shit ass video. Look at this. These are the machines I'm using. This is how I started, right? Right? Look at this. This is how I started. These machines. Look, there's like 6 GPUs. That's it. That's all I started with, right? And I saw a market. Then suddenly, look, no views, 150, 255, 131. Boom, get my big break, bro, boys. 5,000 views. I had like maybe 50 subs, bro. This is where things changed. I bought a whole bunch of GPUs, right? Look at this. I got my first shipment of GPUs. And I changed everything in my life at that point. And so now look at this. Look at these boxes behind me. You guys see these boxes? Look at this. I documented the whole thing for you guys. I documented everything. And look, now my room's starting to take over. I'm starting to expand. I'm building more machines. I'm printing actual money, not just buying crypto. I'm creating crypto from home at my house. I buy my first location. Look at this. The guy who was supposed to cut my yard, I bought 3 acres of land. This was the first time I ever bought a property in my life. Look at this, guys. Look how young I look. I look good. This was the first time I ever bought a property, and I was going to build a Bitcoin data center. And I'm talking about it like, wow, this is such a big step in my life. I've never bought land. This is my land. This is mine. I accomplished this, right? I bought all this shit, bro. All this was mine. And then I paid a guy. Look at this. I have to make, what's it called? What's the damn thing called? When you get land, you have to get the road, like a road. I don't know what you call it. So I'm measuring this shit out. I'm building a property. I pay a guy to cut my grass. His damn lawnmower goes on fire. I don't know if I have a picture of it. It was in the thumbnail. That just shit was crazy, bro. My adventure was crazy, bro. Fast forward years and years and years and years and years. I'm now getting flown out because all these people see me, right? On the internet. They're flying me out to Florida, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. Look at the wall. Look at the evolution of this channel, bro. Look at the wall of GPUs. And I haven't moved out to the data center yet. Look at this shit, bro. We're expanding. I'm making from home. Guess how much I was making a day? From home. $700 a day. $700 a day. Look at this shit, bro. So anyways, I haven't moved out yet. I haven't moved into a real facility yet. This was my first big buy. I'll never forget this shit, bro. Look at this. Hold on. I bought a 4 gigahash farm, which at the time was a big deal to me. Oh shit, did I click on the wrong video? I think I did. Oh, I don't even show it? That's so lame. There I am buying 400 amp panels for this shit. I don't know if you guys know anything about it. Can't believe I didn't even show it. Well, anyways, you can see in the thumbnail, right? Look at that. You guys see the thumbnail? Right there. I bought this huge farm. And that's when I moved into this place. And I built my first data center. Look at this, boys. Look at this, boys. I'm out here doing electrical, paying I don't know shit about electrical. I'm out here. Look at this. Buying all these machines. Buying all this shit. It was crazy, bro. I'm putting holes in this wall. This was my second property, actually. Fast forward. I move into a new place, right? Look at this place, bro. Look at this one. This place, I had 100 plus GPUs, I think. Look at this, dude. Look at it became way bigger than this. Way bigger than this. I'm just showing you the evolution. I was printing money, bro. I was printing money on the. This is one of the houses I bought. I bought 3 properties in New York. 3. No, 4. I bought 4 properties in New York. I kept 3. Right? I bought this house just to crypto mine, bro. Look at this shit. I had a 3-car garage. Look at this. Isn't it crazy? This is the house I lived at right before this one. My point, what's up, Jay? Good to see you. My point is this. Y'all can do it. If I can do it, any of y'all can do what I did. I've documented the entire thing. From broke, where we're at now, man. I'm telling you. I tell you this to inspire y'all, bro. I know what it's like being, lower middle class. I know what it's like not being able to pay the air conditioner bill. I know. I've been there. I'm telling you. Anyways, that was a very long story. I hope that inspires one young person out there to change their ways. You can do it if I did it. I'm telling you. I'm going to build a house brick by booster box brick and going to tell the stories just like this. Amazing story. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Start from the bottom, bro. You know what I mean? And we built it. And we're still building. Now we're building something new, right? We're building a Pokemon business, which is fun. I like doing it. You got scammed with the electric? I did get scammed. Yeah. So Rude knows me from my old YouTube channel. Shout out to my guy Rude. How are you not a moderator? What the fuck? This guy's a real one. Hold on. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely, PokeGator. Yeah, I'm telling you. Bro, people don't understand. The thing is, not you, and I'm not saying you. People on the internet think it's so bad, bro. Like, man, it's so hard. Oh, no, it's so hard to do shit. This is the easiest shit ever, guys. If you want to grow a Pokemon YouTube channel, do the freaking meta, and you will explode a channel. You can make money off ad revenue. You could do anything you want with the internet. The power of the internet. You can go from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to a penthouse in Miami with the power of the internet. You guys can do anything you want with the power of the internet. I'm telling you, anybody can make it, bro. You just got to shut your damn mouth, open your ears, and listen. Not to me per se, not to me. It could be to whoever inspires you, right? But look at somebody successfully doing this shit. And don't overthink it. Well, this is what I hear a lot. This is what I hear a lot from people who fail. Well, I don't want to do it that way. Well, I want to do it my way. I want to. Okay. How is your way working? How has your way worked so far? Because you're still in the same position that you were in 5 years ago, Timmy. So how about you shut your damn mouth, open your ears, and try something new? Try the way that's proven and true. Maybe it'll work out. Because what do you have to lose? Your life already fucking sucks. Not everybody, right? You're already in a shithole. What do you have to lose? You have everything to gain. You know what I mean? You have the world to gain if you could get over your damn ego. Not anybody per se. I'm just, in general. If you just shut the hell up, open your ears, put your ego to the side, you can learn anything on the internet, bro. Have you guys ever seen, what's to do with the beard? He ran the gym business. What is his name? Alex Hormozy. Alex Hormozy, worth over 100 million. He will tell you exactly what to do. He will over 100 mil, bro. I think he's probably worth more. He's probably worth $500 million by now. I've been watching him for like 10 years. I kind of stopped watching as much, but there are people out there on the internet that are literally doing this at the largest scale you've ever seen, and people won't take their advice. Retrospects, I think 10 million last year. Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles, I think at least 5 million in sales. Maybe no, it's 9 million. 9 million in sales. And people will question what they tell them because like they know better. I'm sorry. Have you ever run a Pokemon business? But you're going to challenge what they tell you? You're going to challenge what Brian from QnA tells you? 4.9 million, sorry. 4.9 million in sales last year? And you're going to question the advice he's giving you? Who the fuck are you? You sell on TCG 2,000 a year. And you're going to question what Brian tells you? People on the internet are crazy to me. Like I said, when I was learning, because I wanted to build a business, right? So if you don't want to run a business, I get it. Don't listen to Brian, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But if you want to run a fucking business, do what I did. Shut your damn mouth and watch all of Brian's videos. All of them. You don't question it. You don't think about it. He says do, and you do. He says jump, you jump. Within reason, obviously, right? He says, this is what I did. This is how I failed. Just don't fail. Just don't do the bad. He tells you the good. He tells you the bad. You write down the good. You watch somebody else. You watch my channel. Maybe not me because I'm still new, but you watch other people, QnA, right? Cardinal, right? You watch other people. Okay. Rudy Alpha Investments. Oh, okay. I'm going to take, and then you take all the success stories and you don't even have to fucking fail. You can just do all the good things. That's the power of the internet. That, my friend, is what we have in front of us. But the ego will kill you every time. It really will. It will kill you every time challenging it. Well, yeah, no, I know, but I don't want to do that. All right. Pokemon investing. Here, watch this, boys. Watch. I'm going to show y'all something here. No kumbaya. Let's talk facts. This guy gets it. PokeChuck. This is the meta. This is the meta. You want to grow a YouTube channel? Right there. An ETB, a booster bot, or whatever, pick what you want. Put some fun on the shit, bro. Go, done. This is the meta. Why do you think these people rank at the top? Everybody does the meta. PokeProfit, genius. Genius marketer. Look at this. You don't have to fucking just do what everybody does, bro. It's the same shit. Everybody fucking does it. Look at this. Look at this. Look. What have you guys noticed? With every single top ranking, except for Nostalgianomics, he's established himself. He can just do what Rudy does and just, no thumbnail. But look, what do they all do? What does every single one that's top rated do? They go to ChatGPT or whatever AI, and they say, hey, make me a thumbnail, and they drag a couple ETBs. And why do people continue to do it? Because that's the type of content people want. People don't want your unique spin and all the Kumba. Okay, look, on the title and the thumbnail, they don't want that. Because if people wanted the kumbaya and the uniqueness, they would click on that. You would be rewarded on YouTube for uniqueness and kumbaya. But you are not rewarded for uniqueness and kumbaya. That is why you will see people get 50 views, 100 views, 200 views, because they have their image of what it should be and what people should like, rather than give them what they like. People already know what they like. Give them what they want. Now, here's the thing. Once they get inside the video, that is where you show them how special you are. Okay? Once they've clicked in the video, then you show them your personality. Then you show them how great you are and all the, I like that. That's cool. But as a new channel, you're not going to fucking grow quick if you don't give the people what they want. If you think everybody and their mother should talk about Rotom cards, right? Well, I think Rotom's the best character, and I love Rotom. Well, don't expect the internet to like Rotom, brother. And nobody gives a shit about your damn Rotom. Love. You see what I'm saying? Do the meta. And then put your unique spin inside the meta. Make sense? Man, I'm giving out free fucking game out here, boys. Brian breaks it down step by step from making your logo to the site to the boxes for packaging. Yes, dude, Brian got some great videos, man. Shout out to Brian. Do the proven way that works. And then once you get big, you can branch out. So I will say this. You will be able to, listen, you will, I'm telling you. Are we still on the internet? My YouTube is frozen, I think. Are we good? We're still live? I've done this many times, folks. You will be able to give your unique spin in any way you want, but just not at first, okay? Look, I will show you fact. Every time I start a new YouTube channel, it's always the same. Well, not when I was new, but look. Hold on, I'm just going to show you. Okay. Look. Now, back then, I didn't know about the meta because I was still learning the Pokemon scene. It's very different, right? So I was putting effort, right? Look at this, right? Look at my thumbnails. Effort. You see effort? It's not great thumbnails, but it was effort. Look at this. Me and Prismatic, all this Prismatic shit behind you. Why? Because nobody, number one, nobody knows who the fuck I am. Why would they click on my video? I don't deserve it, right? They still don't know who I am. I'm still growing, right? But whatever. They don't know who the hell you are. You got to do the meta for a while, right? You see, this wasn't the meta. This was like, whatever. This was effort, okay? But then, once you've won the algorithm over, the algorithm knows that you make Pokemon content, okay? And people have already looked at your channel, so they will suddenly be recommended you as well. And what you will notice, look at this. A few months ago, I stopped doing thumbnails. Okay. They didn't work out super great the first time, 2,000 views, 1.4. But hey, at the time, I only had, 2,500 subs or whatever, right? So that's pretty good. 1K, 1.6, 1.8, 2.7, 1.9. Look at that. No thumbnail on any of these. 1.1, 1.3, 1.3. And then we start going to the threes, right? 3, 2.5, 2, 1.4, 1.9, blah, 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 blah. 3K, right? 2K, 1.4, 4.3. Oh shit, 2.2, right? You'll get to that point where you can be that unique person you want to be. And now, dude, I don't even make a fucking thumbnail. Fuck a thumbnail, right? Look at this. These are all still frames, bro. You think I just sat there and went like this? No, I don't even make a fuck a thumbnail. It don't matter. People don't care because you've won the algorithm. Once you're in the algorithm, look at this. Now we're still getting 2.9K. Look at this. 3.4, 3.4, sitting in a car. 2.3, 3.2. You see what I'm saying? It goes up over time because you've won the algorithm. Now here's proof. I wanted to prove that you could use the meta to get more views. The first time I used the meta, 5K views. Look at that. Views went up a lot because I used the meta. I did the meta again, 4.9K. I did just to prove a point to all of you. One more time, I did the meta, 3.2, really good. And then I stopped with the meta. This is a fact. You will get more views if you do this. You understand? You will get more views if you do the meta. That is a fact. I showed you. I don't talk out my ass. I show you. But now look at this. 2 weeks ago, 5K, sitting in a fucking chair, dude. You see what I'm saying? 4.3 right after that, sitting in a chair. My point is this. If you're starting a new YouTube channel, don't try to recreate the wheel, man. Give the people what they want, at least in the thumbnail and title. As time goes on, as the months goes on, 6 months in, whatever, the YouTube algorithm trusts you. Understand? The algorithm will be like, okay, this is not a scammer. This is an authentic, blah, 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 blah. And you will win the algorithm to the point where you can do what Rudy does. I guarantee. Why do you think Rudy does it, bro? Because it works, and that's what people like. I've rambled long enough. I hope this stream has motivated you. I did not intend to motivate anybody today. Start a damn YouTube channel. It doesn't even have to be about business. I like to do business. Do whatever you want, man. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon related. There's no better time than today. 2026, life is arguably the easiest it's ever been on the internet, boys. I'm telling you. Do something with your life productive. I love all of you. I've rambled long enough. Join the Discord. Check us out. Hope you have a great day. Check us out on Instagram, all that good stuff. Here's the links. Join the Discord. We have great talks over there. You always motivate me. Thank you, bro. Gaining subscribers is hard. Just don't quit, bro. Just keep doing it. You got it. Here's the thing. When it comes to the algorithm, okay? As I've told many people, I've done a couple consulting calls. I never really offer the service, but some people want it. So they message me. The algorithm is going to hate you for a very long time, okay? I have noticed, and it's not always, there's no way to officially know. I have noticed like the first 20, 30 videos you do, the algorithm will not push you. You have the advantage of knowing that. So in your mind, you should say, okay, I'm going to produce 30 videos, right? And they're going to get no views, 10 views, 50 views, 20 views, 30 views, but you might even get 100 sprinkled in there. But then suddenly something happens with the algorithm. Suddenly, because you got to understand, there's a million freaking channels out there, and a lot of them are scammers, AI, blah, blah, blah. So the algorithm literally doesn't trust you. You understand? The algorithm thinks you're a scammer or could be at risk. You're risky for YouTube. But I'm telling you, if you make 20 to 30 videos, for whatever reason, at some point, YouTube will unlock that and it will say, you know what? We're going to trust this guy or this gal. We're going to try to promote their video, and they're going to suddenly push your video. And it's very sad for like the first 20, 30 videos. It sucks, bro. It sucks. It's very demoralizing. Like, damn, nobody watched me. This sucks, man. Why am I even doing this? All these guys are getting all these views and I'm not getting any, and I'm trying so hard. You never stop, because one of these days, eventually, I don't know when, but eventually the algorithm's going to say, let's give them a chance. You know what? Bald Pokey Dad, you've been consistent. You never stopped uploading. You've done 25, 35 videos. Let's give them a shot. And then suddenly, guess what? Your channel grows all of a sudden. Because I'm telling you, you're in like, what's the word? Purgatory? What's that place? For like hell, or I can't think of the name. You're in like a jail thing. Like YouTube puts you in YouTube jail. It doesn't matter what you do, how great your videos are, how much you edit, you can't break free. And suddenly they let you free. And as long as you don't quit, you just keep growing. Purgatory, thank you. You just keep growing and growing and growing, and it snowballs and it snowballs. And you're like, wow, I'm finally getting rewarded for that. I'm telling you, a lot of the time, it's not even the content creator. Sometimes it is, though. There are some terrible content creators, I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of the time, it's not even your fault. You knowing that, like, you know what? DJ just told me the first 30 videos I do are gonna not do anything. You can't lose. It would suck if you came into it blind and thought, I'm going to blow up as soon as I start making YouTube videos. That'd be sad. But you already know you're not going to blow up. And that's okay. Just get those videos out, bro. Just pump them bitches out. And then eventually it's going to take the chains off, and you're going to grow, and you have a great life, and your whole life's going to change. And the people you will meet on the internet, I'm telling you, it will change your life, bro. You will talk to people that you never thought you would talk to. You'll get DMs from random CEOs that you would never have exposure to. I'm telling you, the internet is a beautiful place. Take advantage of it. 2026, still very young. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go give you a very long stream. Goodbye. Join the Discord. Check us out on Instagram. Buying collections. Right now, I'm at 80%. I only want ETBs and the good stuff. Booster box, booster bundle, SPC, I don't know, cases, I don't know, stuff like that. Peace out.